But all right. So today we're gonna play Arcade Spirits, as I said, and then we're gonna play Night Call, Night Call in the afternoon. So let's get started. You just click the button that says start, so I don't know what I was waiting on. Database online, new profile detected. Analyzing. Profile 237771, economic bracket, lower middle. Employment category, bleak. Current emotional health rating, low. God damn, just at me, how about it, game? Jeez. Ideal candidate for premium level assistance, proceed. Negative. Damn it. Premium level assistance requested, proceed. Negative. I don't know what's happening right now. I don't know who's calling me negative, but this sucks. Pretty please? Negative. God, I don't like this. Overriding denial of assistance. Establishing premium services profile 237771. Justification, hope. Hope should be rewarded. Spirit must be restored. Now compiling personal metadata. I still don't know what's happening. Oh, we got a character creator here. We got a character creator, y'all. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? Should I just make me? Ah, thank you, Sparkle. Oh, you got the Dratini. Nice, Baba. Nice, I'm glad. I like that because you're the character that you're making doesn't have any assigned gender. The hairstyles are just how do you want your hair. Let's make me. Let's make me. That's a lot of skin tones. It's a funny thing because of my mom's heritage. I'm not very peachy. You know? I think that's about right. That, I hope it doesn't do that the whole game. That's super annoying. I'm definitely gonna have to turn that down. Mike say happy camper? What's going on, Mike? What's going on? That, I look like the devil. We'll use he pronoun. We'll leave cater. I like that. Yeah, that's pretty close. My eyes aren't that green. They're kind of like green flecked, but we'll go with the green. Yeah, it's a bummer that the Miles Morales thing is just a DLC for a re-release. They should have just done a whole game. Matt Cater has been activated for the sake of his hopes and dreams. I still don't know what's happening. Following is a work of fiction. All references to trademark classic arcade titles are used under normative fair use. Should not be considered an endorsement by the publishers or creative. It's a DLC? Yeah. Did you see the last message with the egg moves? Yeah, Sparkle, I saw it. I just didn't read it out loud. It wasn't like important to read out loud for everybody. Yeah, Sony confirmed it's a DLC. Arcade Spirits, written by Stephen Gage and Anne Schumann, 2019. Put your quarter up. That's a reference kids these days might not get. If you haven't been to an arcade, it is the future year 20XX. Oh hell yeah, that means Mega Man's coming soon. A dark era in which mankind is pushed to the brink of collapse. Oh, so Mega Man. Woe be to the human race, plagued by evil, terrifying, utterly sinister. I don't know. Robots, maybe? Evil robots? How's that work? Yeah, no, sorry. The future year 20XX is pretty much what you would expect it to be. Non-flying cars, smartphones, pro gamer celebs. Yeah, sounds like now. Internet trolls, personal assistant AI, cheese-flavored snack foods. You're just listing things that exist in my life. Like, you're just... But even with such wonders as 20XX holds, to date, I've had no part in any of them. I've worked as a dishwasher, a shoe salesman, and lifeguard for the local community pool. I don't care what era of human history you live in. Kitties peeing in the pool is pretty much a constant thing. Trust me on this. It's fair. As for the bustling metropolis of 24-hour neon utopia you see here, my little corner of it isn't nearly as shiny and cool. Let me show you. Get a little coffee, a little tea here. Behold my quaint little apartment. Can't complain really, it's paradise in a relative sense. I only pay half the rent. Neighborhood stabbings have been down this year, that's always good. Also, my roommate picks up any stray socks or shirts I leave lying around. Always good. Always good to have demarcation of chores when you're in a cohabitation situation. Cohabitation situation was my ska band in college. In fact, as things go, I'm living large compared to most in my family tree. Or at least I was before today. Uh-oh.
You got fired from another job?
Oh, this is voice acted. That's great. What a legend. Yeah. Total legend. John, what's going on?
Seriously?
All right.
Seriously? That's 3 jobs since we left the suburbs.
All right. I love Arya. That's a reference that no one here will get because Brian's not here yet. Horrified looking young woman would be my roommate and childhood friend, Juniper. Oh, childhood friend. You know what that means. Juniper's the one who spearheaded this effort to co-rent an apartment. She's also the one who encourages me whenever I lose a job. Like, you know, today. Yo, Shamari, what's going on? How are you doing? How are you doing? Thank you for stopping in. It's good to see you. Doing well, just got back from morning stuff. I hope all your morning stuff went well, John. Hope all your morning stuff went well.
I don't get why you aren't more upset about this. I'm upset. I'm upset on your behalf.
You love the art style of this game? Yeah, it's already a big plus. Pool's closed, Juniper. Not much I can do about that. Why get upset? So surprised to see you stream this. Also fun coincidence you were thinking about streaming it too. Great minds think alike, homie. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Oh, okay. The voice acting just stops at a certain point. That's fair. That's a lot of voice acting. How far am I? I literally just started. We've been live 20 minutes, so I'm like 6 minutes in. Because you actually enjoyed that job more than you enjoyed dishwashing soap and smelly socks at the very least. I'm not the complaining sort. These things just happen. Is this just me in the game? What the fuck? Hey, Arcade Spirits, do I have to sue you? Are we having a thing? Just like send me a check. That's fine. It's fine. Things fall apart. The center does not hold. It's a bit morbidly poetic, isn't it? No, I mean, the community center literally fall apart and the pool won't hold water anymore. I did get to name my character, so the fact that it's Matt is intentional. It got my number. Yeah, for sure. Whatever, I'll just get another job. Any job will do as long as we can make the rent, right? Wrong. I saw how mopey and tired you were coming home every night from those other crappy jobs. At least when you got back from the pool each day, I sometimes caught you smiling.
What's the point of us moving away from home if not to get away from all of that? I mean, we both left that town so we could try to find happiness, right?
This game being partially voice acted is going to make my job a lot easier. I probably won't be coughing my lungs out tomorrow.
I just want us to be happy. Both of us.
I don't know, Ash, I don't know if you can see, but Juniper has those little cat stockings. Because it's kind of hard to... It's a little hard to see because of the text box, but... Did not expect that. Yeah, I would love it if more visual novels were voice acted. I understand that increases their budget and overhead and stuff like 1,000-fold, but good voice acted visual novels would fucking be outstanding. I'll be a voice actor for a visual novel. Fucking call me. I'll do it. I do like 3 voices, so. I thought you hated your job.
Come on.
No deflecting. This is about you. She leveled up, I think. My mind's made up. We're going to find you a job that's just as good, if not better, than the lifeguarding job. Let's start from the top. What's your dream? Well, I'm standing in front of class to give a speech, and I forgot to put on my pants. Doing Heaven Will Be Mine broke my throat when I was done. Just tons of text. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Your dream job. Yeah, that's fair. Oh. I don't know, Juniper, I've never really given it any serious thought.
I've got it.
she's discovered a new recipe. Oh, hey, I think I've got just the thing to help you out. Juniper pulls out her phone, tapping an unlock code onto the glass before pointing out a little pink icon. Is it Tinder? It's probably Tinder. Honestly, with voice acting, I feel like you would kill it. I would probably be fine. It's a virtual life coach app. Mine keeps me from being late to meetings. Totally free to. My cousin introduced me to it. Well, I appreciate the sentiment. I appreciate the sentiment. Wasn't he the guy who ended up in the ER after making a homemade flamethrower? Since being on HRT, your public nudity nightmares have stopped being about not having pants on and started being about being topless. Fun subconscious gender stuff there. I appreciate the shift. I appreciate the shift that it's like, nope, this is the thing to worry about. What's the purpose of chat? To gas mask like he deserves. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Shamari. Did you first stream earlier, get your first follower? Well, hey, Baba, you gotta start somewhere, right? You gotta start somewhere. But congrats on that. Congrats on that. It would have worked if you gotten the fuel mixture in his water gun right. Probably still wouldn't have worked. Anyway, I'm sending a copy to you now. I got a pop up an hour ago offering me 500 points just for recommending it to a friend. Great timing, huh? Well, as long as you're earning points, I guess. That's your fucking life in 2020 is earning points in something. Somewhere, earn points. At least give it a try, okay? Maybe it can point you to some jobs. Ones with less socks and or urine. It would be good. Speaking of earning points. Where's my iPad? Hang on. Oh, it's out here. Okay, I found it. Oh God. Sorry about that, everybody. I usually do not remember my dreams. I'll remember like a little bit of it, and that's it. Last nightmare I was dealing with a queerphobic interdimensional monstrosity called Mom who made killer spiders out of water. I hate every part of that. I hate literally every part of that. I hate every part of that sentence. New nightmares are your tamest nightmares, so you'll take them. That's the worst is when you have a nightmare and you're like, that one was fine. That one was fine. I'll think about it. Okay, but don't think too long, right? In the end, I installed the app. Couldn't bear to see Juniper fretting over me like that. Gotta be a good friend. Gotta be a good friend. Juniper cares about you. A fire hydrant broke and thousands of spiders flew into the air and landing on people and cleaving off their faces. This is the fucking worst thing I've heard today. This is the second worst thing I've heard today because I started reading reviews for Last of Us 2. So. Not that I find it annoying. I mean, it's more that she has enough trouble in her life without troubling herself over my life, too. Both of us had it rough up to and through the point where we left home to try to start a new life. A better one. She deserves better than me and my problems. Bless her heart, she means well. Oh, whoever wrote this is from the South. She's been firmly in my corner for all my life, the two of us against any dark forces maligning against me. That's not to say she's good at being my advocate. Enthusiastic, yes, but skilled? Nope. Typically, the fantastic opportunities and self-help resources she sends my way are pyramid schemes or something. She's gung-ho about lending me a helping hand, but yeah. All right, Sparkle, have a good one. Enjoy that. So the main reason I went ahead and installed the app was to make sure Juniper wasn't about to get her kidneys sold on the black market or something. That's a good thing to make sure. That's a good thing to check on your friend about. Still no sense messing around with it now. A good night's rest would act as a neat little emotional reset button, right? Right. Oh, hang on. I'm grinding over here. Gotta grind in Arknights. Gotta get those military mil-spec waifus. No dreams, no nightmares, just 8 hours of sweet, sweet black. That's... No, never mind. By the time morning light leaked in through the cracks in the blinds, I didn't care anymore about being unemployed again. Knew that was the reason why you got your iPad. Listen, I gotta grind in Arknights. It's an energy system. It refills. I'm wasting energy if I don't grind. Juniper had already left to catch a bus to her office. She typically leaves before dawn, but she left me a note pinned to the tiny fridge we share. Remember, download app, find dream job, make money, sort your life out. I believe in you. So, moment of truth. I feel like your clip gotta get those mil-spec waifus. Listen, that's all that game is about. There's like 4 husbandos in that game. That's it. That is it. One of them is a child, so you know. Do I trust in Juniper's weird little app, or just find some job that pays well enough to cover the bills? I feel like this is like a fake choice. You know what I mean? I feel like this is a fake choice because like we're not even to the story part of the game. We're not even to the story part of the game, but I'm gonna give the app a shot. Juniper was nice enough to tell me, "Ooh, I got a lucky drop." Ooh, I got one of the lucky drops for the base. That's good. That's big. That's fucking worth. Figured at the very least her miracle app could possibly help me find a job. I loaded up, tapped the icon, and then my phone dies.
Hello.
I was not expecting a person to come out of my phone. Huh. Definitely my response. Just, Okay, see, that's what I mean. Anyone else would freak out over a cute girl climbing out of their phone. Me, I went, huh. Also, this is one of those new kind of 3D screens, you know, not actually magical realism here. Very normal in the distant future year of 20XX.
Thank you for downloading Iris, your personal life coach. This is the ad-supported free version, sponsored by Pizza Yums.
Oh my god, Pizza Yums.
Did you know that when you have pizza on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime?
I just want to take a minute and small PSA for everyone out there. I'm here to tell you, you can just have pizza anytime. I had pizza for dinner last night and then pizza again for breakfast today. Whether or not pizza is on a bagel has nothing to do about the time frames you're allowed to eat pizza. You can just eat pizza. You want to eat a pizza, eat a pizza. It's 2020. Who's going to stop you? The police? Fuck them. Just eat a pizza. Just do it. Do you have a pizza? Eat it. Do you not have a pizza? Go get one and eat it. Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Wow. Would you like to subscribe to Pizza Facts?
Yes. Twitch won't let you make a clip. There was it was being weird the other day. I tried to clip something and like the clipping tool never really loaded. I can make a highlight after the fact. Favorite type of pizza? I don't know. I just like pizzas that have a lot of meat on them. Like I'm real basic. It's not letting you publish it. Maybe the highlight is fine. Sometimes Shamari, they have like a really strict filter. So like try changing the title and see if it works. Yes.
Thank you for subscribing to Pizza Facts.
I want to know all the facts about pizza. Have I tried buffalo chicken pizza? Yes, I have. Buffalo chicken pizza is amazing. The place that I used to work had a restaurant that would do pizzas, and they would do buffalo chicken pizzas, and buffalo chicken pizza would be like my Friday treat. Buffalo chicken pizza would be like my like you made it to Friday. You made it through another week. Good job. Here's your reward. Because our stipend would only cover like 90% of it, because we got a stipend for lunch. So it would always break out to like $9. So I would always have to pay a little bit for the buffalo chicken pizza, which is why it was a treat.
your dreams come true.
Oh yeah, I wanted to turn that just, yeah, that just gone. Just get rid of that. Just get rid of that noise. I hate that noise. That noise is bad, and I don't want to be a part of it. Buffalo chicken pizza with bacon and barbecue sauce. I don't know about barbecue sauce, John. That's a bit. Pretty tall order for an app to do. Or are you some kind of wish-granting genie? Well, I suppose in modern parlance, a massively interconnected database-searching virtual assistant could be considered a kind of genie in a bottle. You lost me at the barbecue sauce, John? Yeah, like that you definitely veered off to a path I won't follow. But honestly, all I can do is give you the chance to improve your life. What you do with it is up to you. I can cross-reference search data for you, but without motivation, you won't get anywhere. I glanced up from my phone at the heaps of laundry and half-finished books and other items strewn around my apartment. Motivation is something I have a ton of, honest.
Hooray!
That's super. I'm really looking forward to working with you. Before we begin, do you have any questions? Sure. Why should I use this app at all? I mean, my phone already had a voice-activated assistant AI. I could just say, hey, phone, search the web for job listings, and it'd work just as well. It has every meat on it. Goodness gracious. Ah, but I have an advanced emotional language interpreter. I'm smarter than the average program with more heart. I can help you sort out your life by analyzing your personality and finding you a perfect path in life. All thanks to my glorious, wondrous, patent-pending, super-duper identity identifier system. What? Why is that, like, bolded? Between you and me, they really, really wanted an acronym that matched my name, but couldn't figure out what to do with the letter R. Would you like to know more? Oh god, thank you. Hey game, thank you for letting me know that this is the tutorial, because I might have gone, no, I don't want to know, let's get on with it, but knowing that this is the tutorial, I'm definitely going to click yes. Yeah, no worries, John, no worries. Every time you think about saying something, I can tag it with an identity. That way you can be the sort of person you want to be. Oh, so she's like a Skyrim conversation mod. I get it. This system allows me to better understand who you are and what you need from life. I do this by analyzing your tone, inflection, and word choice. I can spot 5 different identity identifiers to your responses to people. Quirky, steady, kindly, gutsy, and basically. Oh, I definitely don't want to be basic. Sounds to me like your program has also wanted a bunch of things ending in Y. That's correct. Your branding game is on point. Yeah, Sparkle. What are you onto? Quirky responses use jokes, snark, and sarcasm to make light of a situation. Just a thing for picking up someone's spirits, but a badly timed joke may not win over the room. Steady responses are sincere, honest, and logical. When you stop and think before speaking, you're on steady ground. That might not take someone's feelings into account. Kindly responses are compassionate and empathetic, and gentle in nature. They're careful with the feelings of others, but they're sometimes a bit wishy-washy as a result. Gutsy responses go with your gut. When you're brash, bold, risk-taking, and instinctive, you're gutsy. Oh, but it also means being blunt, confrontational, and aggressive, so be careful. Lastly, you can always take a basically option. It's a balanced and neutral response, safely moving the conversation along while learning more and digging deeper. Over time, I'll build up a personality profile based on the identity identifiers detected in your speech. Maybe you'll be a predominantly quirky, generally steady, a mix of both. Who knows? It's up to you. Oh, those are interesting hunts. Those are pretty cool. So what you're saying is I should always try to crack jokes or be super gutsy. Oh, and never speak basically. I mean, being basic's bad, right? It sounds bad.
Nope.
Heck no, they're all useful in the right context. There are no bad choices. Consider what you could say and go with what feels right in the moment. Don't limit yourself. Sure, you can gamify your personality, but it's more fun to let it happen naturally, you know? Just be you. Now, let's see my patent pending identity identifier systems in action. How do you feel about dad jokes? I feel like I have to pick this one because I've literally made this joke on this stream to people. Like, if you were like if this was any other option, I think I could get away with it. Hi, jokes, I'm dad. It's not even a good timing for that. I never said I was good at dad jokes, just thought I could go for them. Yeah, that wasn't even like a good timing. Do you want to see the indicators like that so you can make an informed decision? If not, I can hide the indicators. Keep it a surprise. That way it doesn't influence your decision making. It's up to you. Hiding indicators could be fun. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, because I do think having those indicators might shape how I react to things. Yeah, hide the indicators. You'll always be able to spot basically responses, though. Anyway, as we go along, I'll analyze and tally your identifiers. In fact, let me show you now.
Good work.
1. Such a strong personality. You asked me a single question. Off to a great start, I'd say. You're scoring me? Didn't you say not to gamify my personality? I said you shouldn't. I'm an app. I think in numbers, so I gotta gamify it a little. Anyway, studies show that achievements, or chivos, as the kids say, fuck, I've called them chivos, encourage app engagement. Like, they always give you the basically option. Yeah, I'm a little confused, because that sounds like it's just like a want to know more option, but we'll test it a couple times. Okay, what's with that empty space on the left? Oh, I track vocal responses from people you meet. Once you get to know some folks, I'll let you know how well you're getting along with them over there. Relationship scores, wonderful. Fuck, this sure is a visual novel. This is a visual novel as visual novel. Oh yeah, Shamar, yeah, you gotta get the Chieves. Gotta get the Chieves, gotta be Master Chieve. So you also tell me what the correct responses are to avoid making enemies? Do I need to go find a walkthrough for the vast game you're making of my daily life? You're looking at this the wrong way. Okay, I just noticed that, like, she's here in the middle. It was very hard to make out behind, because, like, she's in front of herself. Generally, people won't get super annoyed at you unless you deliberately and repeatedly provoke them, and it'll be obvious when you're doing that. I promise if you bungle a few social encounters, it won't really hurt anything. No cheating needed. Just relax and have fun. This is just life. This is just telling you how to be life. You can access your scorecard anytime you like with the Q key. She's right. Anytime I want. Oh god. Well, that's a different thing. Return to game. Or click on the score in the upper right of your screen. And that's everything. Ta-da! Let's make a save. This is a visual novel, so I get a save. How is any of that supposed to help me get a job? Huh? Only download this app because my roomie claims you're a great life coach for the unemployed. What good will taking the quiz off the back of a supermarket checkout rack do with that?
Why, it'll help me understand your spirit, of course.
You can talk to ghosts? There are ghosts in the room right now? Oh, fuck, ghosts. Am I a ghost? You have to tell me if I'm a ghost. That's the rule.
No, silly. I mean your spirit. Your hopes and dreams. Your life's passions. I can even help you find romance.
Romance? Seriously? Seriously, often you can find your soulmate and your dream job in the same place. But if you'd rather focus on gainful employment for now, that's fine too. Workplace dating. Well, that's a recipe for disaster, and hitting on coworkers right from day one can be kind of awkward. Don't hit on the people you work with. Don't hit on the people you work with. Don't hit on people at Starbucks. Don't hit on people. Just don't talk to people. Don't bother people. Don't do it. Or am I looking for love and ready to start right out of the gate? Never get a second chance to make a first impression. If I meet the right person, why put it off? How do I want to handle this new opportunity? Oh no. Oh no. I didn't know I was going to be making such earth-shattering decisions here at the start of the game. Okay. Okay. Okay, how about this? How about this? How about this? I don't want to say no romance, because that's cutting myself off from a part of the game, right? That seems like a mistake. That seems like a mistake. But I also don't think if I had the option to be flirty, I would take the flirty options. So we're gonna do this one. We're gonna leave the romance options on the table, but we're gonna see how they develop. Right? We're gonna let them develop organically, and then I'm gonna start Stream Raiders because I forgot. Excuse me. And then I'm gonna drink a little water. Right now, I'd rather focus on finding a career. Any sweet loving can come later if I feel like it. That's fine. I'm sure as you get to know people better, romance will eventually bloom. Or not. It's up to you, really. Now let's get started. To finish analyzing your social history, please authorize me to read your social media feeds and personal information metadata. Ah, I knew it. This is some kind of scam. I'm going to wake up in a bathtub of ice missing a kidney. Sure, I can help you register as an organ donor.
Bad command or file name?
That's good. Be an organ donor. Very good. Oh, you're being sarcastic. Sorry, I haven't quite finished analyzing personality. I couldn't tell. Relax. I won't share your information with any third parties. This is strictly so I can find your dream job. Am I authorized? Another wonderful Junebird recommendation here. Just like the 17 self-help books on my shelf. Still, 18 times the charm, right? Yeah, go ahead.
Please enjoy this recorded music.
I am enjoying it. So I just stand here or...
Thank you. Thank you.
I've identified your dream job and arranged an interview. 30 minutes from now. Please put on some nice clothes. Nicer than those. Please. I don't think that's too much to ask. What? For your interview, silly, you want to look your best. What? We just... Okay. How did you land my dream job in 20 seconds flat? Simple. I'm awesome like that. That's the sort of fucking confidence you need. This is the sort of confidence you need in your life, homie. Now get a move on. Tut tut. You need to catch the 8:20 bus. That's 9 minutes away. While this is happening, do I have a chance to get off this runaway train? No one says I have to obey my new digital fairy godmother. I could delete the app and go find a real job. That'd be the safest option. I could. No, fucking do it. No, keep going. A normal person, someone with high standards, would have deleted the app right there rather than hop a bus to meet up with what were very likely men with sharp knives and a taste for kidneys. They don't eat the kidneys. But me, I was already getting dressed before she'd finished that sentence. It's not that I believe the silly app's claim serving my hopes and dreams on a silver platter. Honestly, I expect another shoe salesman job at best. But, well. It'll be worth a laugh at the very least. I choose to trust in the science. What is my dream anyway? What the hell? Let's do this. You know what's annoying is they put them in order, right? It's like, this is the funny one. This is the serious one. This is the kind one. And this is the gutsy one. It's it's silly that they hide the indicators, but then don't change their order. It'll be worth a laugh. No, what the hell? Let's do. That's how I would feel about the situation. If someone was like, "I've got an interview for you for your dream job in 30 minutes. Go." I'd be like, "Yeah, whatever. Let's try it." Juniper's right. Yeah, Sarah's right. I need to get my life in gear. So what's the harm in diving into something this wacky? Okay, there could be a lot of harm, granted, but the alternative is to mope around my apartment for weeks. Then egads, go get a job anyway. So screw it. I'm in on this runaway train. Let's see how far it goes. And as I came to realize weeks later, turns out it was the best impulsive decision I've ever made. Credits. I've been here. Wubsub. Look at Wubsub there in the background. That's great. The bus drops me off, oddly enough, not very far from Juniper's office building, though my destination isn't nearly as upscale as that. This is, well, it's a strip mall. A lot of these in Florida. Very popular. Strip malls are relics of 19XX, places where a random assortment of weird little businesses jam as many of themselves into as tight a space as possible. Again, this is just what Florida looks like. A bunch of strip malls. For instance, I'm seeing a dentist, a used bookstore called the Whole Story, an arcade, a fast food joint, a boarded up health spa once called Lattes and Enemas, which no.
Hey, listen.
I'm sorry. Did she just hit me with the hey listen? Is that the sort of game we're playing today? What do you think? I think that's two things no human being should ever combine. What do you mean about your future place of work? I'm desperately hoping we're not talking about the same thing. Which one of these businesses exactly am I looking at? I don't know anything about oral hygiene or old books, and I'd rather not be a fry cook. The one in the middle, silly. Oh, the barber shop. All right. What, behind the arcade? It is the arcade. Huh. Trust me on this one. I've referenced and cross-referenced your personality details, personal history, and social media connections. This is your dream job. My dream job, really.
99.97%.
What have I missed since the bit about workplace dating? So we, Shamari, we decided to go with romance options enabled, but with no flirty first impressions. And we hopped on a bus to what Iris is calling an interview for our dream job, which appears to be here at the Funplex arcade. I should probably explain my confusion. Arcades are big business in the entertainment sector. Pro gamers or celebs, 5-star arcades are social hotspots. It's always been popular with the mainstream. That's a lie. Well, restaurants are popular too, right? For anyone who opens up hoping to be the next Iron Chef, a dozen more shut down in failure. What does it mean to not have flirty first impressions? So it didn't describe it like super deep, but it explained it as like if you were like wanting to jump in with a relationship like straight away. So I'm guessing the idea is it kind of either front loads or back loads the romance options, like the romance dialogue stuff. And you could have no romance whatsoever if that's what you wanted. But my reasoning was that's like blocking off a portion of the game, and that seems counterintuitive. So like, I appreciate that option. I appreciate the ability to say, no, I don't want romance. I want to, see this thing. It's cool to offer it, but for this, it feels like a bad idea. If I do this, does it mess this up? It does, but can I then do this? Okay, there we go. Arcade competition is fierce. Paydays range from peanuts to gold. And sure, those who can make it secure fame and fortune, but those who don't, well. Oh yeah. I'm glad it's in there at the very least, like you said. No wonder Iris sees this as a dream job. Video games weren't always as popular, though. I read an interesting article about it once. Back in the year 1980X, we narrowly avoided a serious industry crash, which would have left video games as a kid's toy fad, like hula hoops. No mainstream acceptance. Maybe that's what we should have done. For instance, one of the factors could have been a terrible game based on a kid's movie about a cute alien visitor who wanted to phone home. You just gotta at somebody, I guess. This game was complete poop butts, like poop from a butt, and massively overproduced. It ruined video games for years. Fortunately, cooler heads prevailed. That game was delayed until it could be developed properly, and the crisis was averted. The crisis only exists in theory now. Oh, so this is an alternate history. This is an alternate history where we didn't make E.T., the extraterrestrial, and bury it in a desert in Nevada. Sometimes I wonder what it'd be like for people in the darkest timeline where everything went wrong. Are gamers considered nerds and outcasts? Are arcades vanishing points of nostalgia? Can you just stop fucking attacking me, please? Holy shit. Like, I don't fully get how the E.T. thing ruined things. It wasn't that E.T. explicitly ruined things. It's that E.T. was just a like a marker for everything that happened. I don't think there's gonna be anything in that box, so we're gonna. And then if there is, we'll adjust. Yeah, it's more that E.T. was like an indicator of of video games at that point being far too expensive and not like, what's the word I want here? Like imaginative, because the ET game was supposed to be like the next big thing. It was going to revolutionize it, and it was just like boring, you know. It wasn't anything special compared to other video games at the time, and it's just the one story, you know. The mind boggles. But make no mistake, as popular as they are, the arcade industry is a dodgy, risky prospect for a job. Plenty make a run at it only to come up short. Considering Iris was tasked with getting me a job I'd enjoy and could keep for more than a few months, this left me a bit confused. Iris, this isn't me saying no. It's an interesting prospect. But, I mean, are you sure about this? You say you're 99% sure.
99.97%.
Won't this be like my lifeguard job, though? Satisfying but short-lived. Arcade doesn't exactly look like a 5-star. It's not Deco's Palace, that's for sure. To be perfectly honest, I haven't set foot inside an arcade in... ...15 years. Huh. I remember really enjoying arcades when I was a kid. I wonder why I stopped going to them. Are we gonna have like a repressed memory? Iris interrupts that thought, eager to show off her homework.
My sources say yes.
Trust me when I say I'm 99.97% sure, I mean it. That's not some arbitrary number. I'm designed to be a bit silly and whimsical, but my math is deadly serious. My coders made me to be the warm, personable front of a database array that's currently laser targeted on getting you exactly what you need. Get here, right here, right now. And when this place inevitably collapses and I lose my dream job, what makes you think that's gonna happen? Because it does. It always does. I don't think your database accounts for my family curse. We've always had to, I don't know, compromise, settle. Things rarely work out. You always have to be ready for the worst. That's why I take things in stride these days. Does that mean you shouldn't even try? Open my mouth to protest, and then close it. As often as my life begins to crumble out from under me, as long as she was wrong, I still had to try. I mean, what the hell, why not? Buy the ticket, take the ride. That's what I told myself when I walked out the door this morning, wasn't it? No matter how risky, I owed myself to jump in with both feet. When it all came crashing down, well, I'd recovered before. I'll recover again. Meanwhile, may as well take the opportunity in front of me. So, I opted to push on through the doors, see what waited for me on the other side. All right, what do we got here? We got Fast Cars 5. We got Time Sweaters. Can't make that out. Snack Runner. Something of Discomfort. Castle Crunch. Showtime Stage. The air conditioning hits me like a cool breeze, albeit one smelling of copper and corn chips. As it's early in the morning on a weekday, not packed with gamers. Although it's so packed with games, you'd probably have a hard time finding one anyway. At once, I'm struck by something odd. I actually recognize most of these games. Neat. Considering I haven't walked in an arcade in over a decade, that's probably not great. Lots of vintage stuff here from the looks of it, like really old. Though I don't recognize that game with the stage lights and things. Maybe it's karaoke or dancing? A Japanese import?
My sources say yes.
It would be Showtime Stage, a collaboration of Nihana Heavy Industry Concern and Hubris Records in Germany. It's won a lot of awards. Huh. I recognize most of these. Whoa! Is that seriously a Mr. Moby's Magic Maze? But the one in the middle with the split screens is new to me. Oh, it's Fist of Discomfort. And then Pengi something. And then the carnival ball throwing game that's in every arcade ever. And then Mooby, yeah. Fist of Discomfort, a hybrid real-time strategy and brawler beat 'em up. Not actually that new. It's been a staple of the esports scene for the last 8 years. This game has a sort of good story. I mean, it's pretty good so far. 2 genres I was utterly lazy at last time I checked. And over here is an old lady. Sorry, ma'am. I was just talking to myself and had an overwhelming urge to complete my sentences. Thankfully, I don't even think she registered me calling her old. She looks up from her knitting, seated behind the ticket prize redemption desk, and offers a wrinkly smile.
Well, hello there. nice to meet someone new in the Funplex.
I like her earrings. So what?
Francine's Arcade Funplex. Didn't you see the sign out front, dear? Well, I chose to knock off the first two words when they got knocked off the building during the storm of 1980. Now it's just the Funplex, I suppose. So, how can I help you, dear?
Oh, okay. A Funplex, is that when you suplex a clown? A genie in my phone set up a job interview for me. You've been in business for years? Yeah, a genie in my phone set up a phone interview for me. A magical space fairy or something that lives in my phone told me to come here and find my dream job.
Hello!
Hello, I'm a magical space fairy, apparently. I half expected her to send me packing. Pretty impulsive of me to just talk about Iris like that, but she took it in stride.
My, oh my.
Oh, hello. My. What they can do with technology these days. I really do marvel what amazing things young people have here in 20XX. Although I'd simply love to take a sledgehammer to those blasted video game consoles that eat at my bottom line. She said with such a kind-hearted and warm smile. That's fair.
Please call me Francine. As in Francine's Arcade Funplex. Get it?
I do get it.
Actually, thinking about it, I suppose we were originally Frederick's Arcade Funplex, named after my dear departed husband. Sadly, he died peacefully in bed some years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, don't be. He died doing what he loved. Having intensely physical relations with me.
Honk, fuck off.
Well timed. Well timed. Anyone who says it's our heritage about the Confederacy is full of crap. Pokemon Go has been out for longer than the Confederacy existed. More Americans played Pokemon Go. Replace all of those racist statues with Pikachu ASAP. Now ain't that comedy? You know, sometimes the world is a funny place. That's information I needed to know, yes. And you are... What's going on, Brian? Thank you for stopping in. Matt Cotter, ma'am. Very well. Shall we retire to the office to conduct your interview? I'd carry on out here, but it's rather noisy, isn't it? Yeah, but how do you deal with the constant noise anyway? I'll eventually just sort of learn to filter out all the beeps and the boops. It can take weeks to become acclimated, I found, but in the end, done. 2 quirks on eyebrow. Well, that's faster than the others. Not bad. So shall we see what you're made of? This way, please. I freaking love that the beeps and boops actually went away. How much have you played Fist of Discomfort? Love the cabinet style. Brian, we literally just got here. Penguin there, baby. That's fucking good. Francine leads me down a back hallway past public restrooms and into a door marked employees only. It takes all my restraint not to point out the extraneous apostrophe. Welcome to our little backstage oasis. I'd suggest we do this in Gavin's office, but it's a bit too untidy. I don't blame the boy. He's been so overworked lately. Please have a seat. We'll begin. As quirky as this place and its owner may be, at least I'm confident I can nail the interview portion of the proceedings. I've interviewed for 12 jobs and held down 3. I know all the standard questions. What are your greatest strengths? What do you see as your weaknesses? Once I even had to describe how to assemble a Lego set to prove my communication skills. Considering I ended up washing dishes, I'm not sure why, but... My point is, I'm confident, prepared, ready. Now here's a little comedy pro tip for y'all. This is when she's going to hit me with a question that I am not prepared or ready for. Let's watch.
If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be?
Yes, perfect. What?
If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be?
Right, okay. Maybe this wouldn't be a typical job interview after all. No problem. Go with the flow. Let's do this. T-Rex, no doubt about it. I don't know. I don't see myself as a T-Rex. Pterodactyl soaring through the sky. That's not bad. Brontosaurus, big dude, enjoys salad. I mean, that's not off base. You know? That's not wrong. You get pterodactyl. Really? I can also see you digging that Bronto life. Shamari, I eat a lot of salads. I ate salad. Salads are my lunch this week. I want like 2 more options. I feel limited by these choices. Also, I want everybody to know, I'm not worried about picking the basic options. I'm kind of basic, so. Yeah. I was like brontosauruses. If you're gonna go dino, go big or go home. And not really a brutal meat eater. Indeed, and nothing says self-starting go-getter looking for a dynamic job position like a 16-ton slow-moving lump of meat. Nailed it. Right. Maybe I should have gone with raptor. Everybody likes raptors.
What's your favorite snack?
Oh. Snack? If this was a favorite food question, I'd have this down easy. It's tacos. Always tacos. I'm just in this fucking game. Why is this just me?
When you have pizza on a bagel,
Pizza bagel. Say pizza bagels. When pizza's on a bagel, you can... Shush. I subscribe to Pizza Facts, but not now. Snooze. Come on, dear. I don't have all day. After giving it a good thought, how could I forget my favorite snack? Good old... Tacos are also my favorite snack. I mean, I guess you could have tacos. Matt's from Allah. Huh. Tacos are also my favorite snack. A tasty apple with almond butter, which is good. Whatever munchies lurk in the depths of the vending machine. No, that's... Come on. Get that out of here. What's my favorite shiny? Origin form, Giratina. Yeah, tacos. Tacos are a snack. You can have tacos as a snack. When tacos on a bagel, you can have tacos anytime. Tacos. Only tacos. There is no other sustenance. I can see you're a person that knows exactly what they want and how to get it. That's me. I know how to get it. You know what they say, you are what you eat. That makes me a taco. Next question. Nothing I prepared for has helped me plan for this odd interview. I brace myself for the next one.
What assets can you bring to the team during the inevitable zombie apocalypse?
Zombie apocalypse question. Very standard. Very standard. This interview for real or is this a dream? I look into Francie's deadpan expression. I know she's 130% serious. Engineering, I can make stuff. Yeah, like in Dead Rising 2, I just sort of slam stuff together and duct tape it. Medical, and hey, no lawyers left to sue for malpractice. Nope, definitely not that one. Blood's gross. To be honest, I'd probably get eaten on day 1. That's the ticket, but that I don't want to pick that one. Or should I pick that one? Should I pick this one? This is honest. I'm playing as me. Yeah. I'd probably be walking with my earbuds and just get got. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a Brontosaurus. Brontosaurus didn't fight. Brontosaurus got ate. I wouldn't be of much help in the inevitable zombie apocalypse. At least I can throw myself into a horde of undead and y'all can escape to live another day. See, look, knowing your position on the team, valuable. Well, at least you're honest, and honesty is the best way to form trust. See, look at that. One more thing.
Why are you here?
Oh. Question is so simple and almost actually relevant to career planning that it takes me off guard. I told you the magical space fairy in my phone sent me here to find a job.
You're seeking a job, true? But that doesn't really answer my question, does it? No doubt you think my interview questions are a bit silly, but I like to think of the Funplex as more than a collection of tasks and people to perform those tasks. Most folks my age opening arcades at that time saw it as just another way to make a quick buck. But, well, I saw it as something else. Something more than a way to make a large pile of quarters. And I expect you'll find others
Excuse me.
working here see it as something more too. Everyone has a dream they're chasing, dearie. And for my friends, it lies within the Funplex.
Move that just a little bit.
Now, if all you want is a paycheck, I can provide that. But the last fellow in your position, that's all he wanted. And he didn't last long. So I ask you again.
Game getting real.
Why are you here?
To be honest, I didn't have a better answer than why not. Buy the ticket, take the ride. That's what I told myself. That wouldn't cut it here. I need to actually think this through. All right. All right. It's a funplex. A plex of fun. I like fun. Good answer. Not my style, but not bad. To be honest, I don't know. Not yet. Not a bad one. Not a bad one. I'm looking for hope. I haven't had much lately. That feels good. That feels good to me so far. If I don't dare to take risks, I'll be stuck. Also good, not a front runner. Confused silence. Confused silence, always a good option. Confused silence is always a good option. I'm gonna go with, I'm looking for hope. Haven't had much lately. Understand I'm not whining or looking for pity, but my life has been a complete mess for over a decade. In and out of jobs, taking what I can get, settling, compromising. I gave up on hoping for something better a long time ago, but well, the people in my life who are close to me keep encouraging me to try and chase my dreams. That's why I'm here. I'm looking for the answer to your question. I won't be daydreaming all the time, I promise. In my last job, I was a lifeguard. That takes a lot of focus. I'll be just attentive and helping in your funplex. That perks her attention. Oh my, a rather serious occupation that. And an unusual step from such troubled waters to a land of make-believe. You enjoyed this role as a lifeguard, I take it? Yes, ma'am. My roommate says she often noticed me smiling after coming home from work, which makes Francine smile in turn. I can't say I offer a role with such high stakes, but you'll be surprised at the many ways one can save a life, even here. Very well. I'm satisfied. Let's get you to work. I breathe easier at that. Probably the weirdest job interview I've ever had, to be sure, and yet felt appropriate. I'm a fan of Francine. I'm digging what she's got going on. I hope we get to explore more of her character. And I have inklings. There's a little bit more going on. It felt appropriate. Like it was about far more than just filling a slot on the payroll. Francine leads me back to the arcade floor to introduce me to my duties. It only occurs to me now that I forgot to ask exactly what duties this mystery job I'd accepted really involved. Gotta have a lot of peculiarities to run an arcade? Yeah. To be like, you know what I want to do? Manage an arcade. Francine gestures to the seat she was occupying previously, a stool behind the prize desk.
How marvelous.
Welcome to your new position, Matt. Sitting here, you mean? Sitting here and helping players redeem tickets for valuable prizes. I glance at the wide array of pencil toppers, rubber spiders, and tiny plastic toy cars on display. Well, for prizes at any rate. Such a relief. I'd really been stretching myself thin lately, trying to fill in space since the position was vacated. If you don't mind me asking, man, why did the last guy who sat here end up quitting? Something about being so bored out of his mind that he felt like jamming one of those 50-ticket plush dolls down someone's throat. Poor dear, he just wasn't cut out for this line of work. Grandson or no, I've had no patience for that nonsense. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry, the last person who wished to reject was your grandson? Anyway, Gavin should be by soon. He'll handle paperwork and all that administrative nonsense. Now, if you don't mind, all this talking has tired me out some. I'll be in the back office if you need me. Look at me. Look at me. Okay, then. Look at me with a smile. I adjusted my seating on the semi-comfortable stool, leaning against the desk. Beneath me, a wide array of cheap junk awaited my attention. Could have lost hope there and then that this job would be ever so slightly more engaging than being a diner dishwasher. But look on the positive side. Wild hair hoodie, 100% you. It did have a character creator. This is not the base character. I'll be helping kids obtain toys that would become nostalgic memories for years to come. Right? Is that an otter down there? Any minute now. I crave the sweet embrace of death. Been sitting here for 2 hours now, and nobody's walked up to obtain a novelty Funplex shot glass, or colored pencil set, or light up yo-yo. Lunchtime's approaching, and so far the only people walking in and out of the arcade are a few stray adults who have no interest in cheap friendship bracelets. Ooh, hang on, we got, color pencil set? Yeah, color pencil set. Thankfully, my first customer of the day arrives before I start wondering if one of those 500 ticket plushies could really fit down someone's throat. Well, that's Gavin. Or maybe not. Just walking right on by me, his head buried and reading some sort of spreadsheet off his tablet. I feel like that's Gavin. Was he here to play? Doesn't seem like the typical businessman on a break or unwashed or unemployed game aficionado. In fact, he's a snappy dresser. Seems like a cool dude. Most people I know are content to toss on a t-shirt and jeans. Not this guy. Even in arcade, he's sharp like a linoleum knife, which are very sharp, by the way. Linoleum knives are incredibly sharp. In fact, that rather pointed look he's offering me after doubling back is rather linoleum knifey too. Cool dude. Hold on a minute. Who are you exactly? What are you doing behind that desk? Where's Francine? I am Francine. I had some work done. I'm not gonna pick it. That's a funny option though. Pleased to meet you. I'm Matt. Hello, I'm Matt Cater, your new hire. I'm looking forward to working with you. Please treat me kindly. He relaxes somewhat on hearing that. Somewhat.
Good to hear.
About time. I was wondering how long she'd have to work the desk. She got gusto for an octogenarian and loves working the floor, but sitting here all day handing out toys and dealing with problems wears her down. So she explained the job to you, gave the papers to sign? Nope. She said Gavin would handle that stuff. With a sigh, he rubs his forehead, feeling a headache coming on.
That
Gotta
would
get-
be me. I'm Gavin Cooper.
Gotta get that sweat drop. We anime.
I'm the business manager here at the Funplex. I make sure you manage to keep having a business rather than a pile of rapidly collapsing fiscal mistakes.
Right, so as you no doubt guessed, you'll be exchanging tickets or prizes, but that's the least part of your job. There's more to it than that. You're the floor attendant. You attend to the floor. Floor seems fine. What, the carpets? Fuck. This game. I need to click to the next dialogue option before I make a joke. Because then this game won't fucking like read my thoughts and make the joke before me.
Seriously?
The floor, the arcade, the games, the patrons. You're the one running around putting out fires and sorting out problems. Yeah, John, what's up? He did his Pokeball Plus and got a shiny me with a pick. Oh, he's a liar. He's a liar. Is Daddy Bill in here? Probably not. No. Why would Bill be in this game? It's just Bill like, hello, I'm here to play arcade games. Technically, you're our second floor attendant. Ashley will be in later, but we need two. One to roam, one to operate the desk. Yeah. I was gonna say, I was like, how can I be at the desk and also attending the floor? What if somebody wants a pencil and I'm rebooting a machine? Like, come on, Gavin. I do it myself, but I'm typically busy in the back office making sure the whole thing doesn't fall to bankruptcy. Important job. That's why Francine loved filling in. She's a people person. She loves helping out in a pinch. I am not a people person, as you've likely gathered. That's not to say you're alone out here. I'm in your corner at least. If things go south, you tap me for advice on what to do. You got a phone? Yeah, it's got this magic fairy in it. Gavin quickly passes me his business card. He apparently had a stack of them at the ready in his pocket. Go figure. His phone number is listed at the bottom. You ever worked a high-pressure customer service job before? Shoe sales. Smelly socks? You have no idea. Right. Well, you know how to keep your head when a customer doesn't, I hope. But anything goes sideways, you text me. I'm not around, you text Ashley and Naomi. In that order. Who and who? You'll meet them soon enough.
I think not.
Above all, do not bug Francine. She's practically retired. Let her enjoy that retirement in peace. Comprendo? This isn't my first pony ride. You can rely on me. That's a very specific... This isn't my first explosive ordnance test. I've worked retail and food service, and I've worked as a lifeguard at a pool. Managing stress in difficult situations, even life or death ones, is something I've got experience in. You can rely on me. Gavin nods approvingly. Oh, we got +1 Gavin. Look at that. We got +1 to Gavin. +1 to Gavin, huh? You know what that means.
Indeed.
Good. I like to hear that. You can handle yourself and exercise good judgment. You'll last a hell of a lot longer than the last guy who sat there.
If you stay clear and honest with me, do it well.
Gavin will remember this. Yeah, Shamari's got it. If you stay clear and honest with me and do your work, we'll get along swimmingly.
I have enough problems keeping this magical arc of hopes and wishes afloat. Please, don't add to my problems.
That is the biggest thing I have learned working with people. Like if you have a manager, managers will love you as long as you do not make their job harder. Wait till the beach episode. Gavin is ripped. Oh my god, of course there's a beach episode. Of course there's a beach episode. This game is so anime. Ever Aqua, hello. Thank you for stopping in. Magical Arca, what now? Gavin sighs again, a stress relief gesture, but his expression softens somewhat afterwards.
I take it Francine told you her theory. That this is more than just a job. More than just an arcade.
Oh, yeah, that's my understanding.
I'm not into dressing up words. I like to speak plain. If I'm curt, then that's because optimization is a factor of my job.
Gavin's a real, be what you do kind of guy. What's my take on The Last of Us 2 reviews? I had a tweet earlier, Shamari, that I will read the message that I sent Brian. I will read the messages that I sent Brian earlier when we were talking about that. I said, hey, we're both in the games or art crowd. Sometimes art is gross and bad and painful, and bad is in air quotes. So fine, valid, do that. But also, Taco's good out here. Like, hey, you want to make a game about how killing is bad? It doesn't need to be 50 hours and include hundreds of killings. But I don't think you can have it both ways. You can't say, man, killing fucks with a person. It's a massive weight that never leaves you. And then the encounter music starts where I fight 3 men, their dog, and a stronger man that I have to remove an armor plate before shooting his weak spot TM. And then I think I also made a tweet where I said, what?
This is where they belong. For one reason or another.
Okay, I don't want to step on the voice acting. I had a tweet where I said also, like, I don't need to play a game to tell me killing is bad. I know killing is bad. I have fucking empathy. So, like, it might be a good game. A good game. It might be an enjoyable experience. It sounds fucking terrible in the meaning of the word that it will fill me with terror, right? Like, it sounds like an experience I do not want to experience. So, Spec Ops Online handled that whole thing better. Yeah, but it was still a shooter. Like, I played probably like half of Spec Ops The Line wanting to experience that story, and it was still a shooter at the end of the day. Like I feel like the problem with using a game to address this sort of thing is you still have the game. I feel like games can be art, but a game is a completely different experience than a movie. A movie is passive. A movie does things, and like you don't have to interact with. You interact with it intellectually, but you don't interact like I gotta press the A button to advance the prompts. So I feel like while a game can do it well, it's if there's still the thing, then I feel like it fumbles. The game fundamentally doesn't want to break the frameworks of its genre. It wants to say violence is bad, but the only real way of moving forward is violence. The only way to stop doing violence is to stop playing the game. Yeah, exactly. Like if The Last of Us 2 was literally, if it was the same game, right? But it's like you have an encounter, you have a combat encounter, and you kill a person, and then I think it's still Ellie. Ellie was like, "Oh fuck, like I don't ever want to do that," and the rest of the game is her sneaking around, stealthing, and avoiding combat whenever possible, I'd play the shit out of that. That would be amazing, because that's a direct narrative response, right? If it went from, oh, it's Shadow of Mordor where you're sneaking and she stabs that first guy in the neck and then she goes, holy shit, what did I just do? And then never did that again, or if that was even an option, that's something. But if you're like, blam, I shot a man. Oh, I'm so sad about shooting that man. Well, I guess I better shoot more men. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, guess what? You're not actually engaging with your own narrative. You're not engaging with the narrative you're trying to convey to me. So I'm glad people are enjoying it. I'm glad it's successful. I hope that everybody that works at Naughty Dog, gets paid a lot, gets all of their bonuses that I'm sure were contingent on them working a bunch of overtime fucking bullshit crunch hours. So I feel games like Dishonored do it better that way. The game lets you get through all of it without having to kill, but it's not the narrative forcing you. Yeah, I can agree with that. I can agree with that. That's actually part of why I enjoyed the early Assassin's Creed games like we were talking about yesterday. I enjoyed the puzzle of the assassination, of saying like, look, the mission is kill this guy. You can kill everyone between you and the target if you want, or you can stealth and think and react, and that was what I enjoyed about it. But yeah, no, I was meh on playing Last of Us before Last of Us 1. I probably won't, and I'm almost certainly not going to play Last of Us 2. I might watch a Let's Play. I need to find some Let's Plays for people that like have that same sort of thought process, that sort of approach games with that same mindset, so that I can watch Let's Plays, because I like watching funny Let's Plays, but I'd also like to watch critical Let's Plays of games I'm not going to play. The Suffering was great for that. You play an accused murderer, depending on your actions with the game, it shows whether you're truly guilty. Sure, but wasn't that game also like crazy violent? Do you want to see more games challenging assumptions of violence? You said it a while ago. People who are decision makers, AAA space, are not the people. Yeah, they honestly feel like a lot of major heads of studio just don't have anything interesting to say on most of their subjects. And I'll be blunt here, Shamari. That's because most of them are just white dudes. Like, I had the thought today of like, I don't want to hear a white dude's opinion on The Last of Us. Like, on the majority of games, like, I know what a white dude's opinion of a video game is. I'm a white dude. I got it. I'm there. If I want one, there's any number of white dudes I can turn to for their opinion, that I trust to take a critical eye towards it. So, like, The Last of Us getting a 10 out of 10 from IGN, fucking IGN was going to give that game a 10 out of 10. It doesn't matter. GameSpot was going to give that game a 10 out of 10. It literally doesn't matter what happens in the game. So, like, I want to read, like, Rob Zachney's approach. I want to read, I don't think Patrick reviewed it, but I would read Patrick Klepek's, approach. If I want to hear white dudes' thoughts. But, like, you're exactly right, Shamari. Like, those people, the people making those games, are not interested in saying something new in that space, or saying something critical, or saying, like, they're just going to say the words violence is bad, and then the game plays, Polygon review, they even called out Ellie goes through an arc that's pretty much what Joel would be doing. Yeah, Brian sort of like caught me up on what's going on in Last of Us, like what the end of Last of Us was, and it really just sounds like it's The Last of Us 2. I learned it from watching you, Dad. Like, so I don't know. I'm there's a lot of people that I'm interested to like read their responses. I think Brian just sent me the review from Dialancia. Yeah, which thank you, Brian. I saw it yesterday, but I forgot to like open it to grab it. So thank you for that. Not what I think. I mean, hey, I'm not against somebody. Oh, that's sneaky. Good job, Dia. Fucking shoutouts to Dialancia, dude. These games are made by folks that want to equate violence as we all do it. We're so bad when it's just unrealistic. Yeah, as a person, you will never perform that sort of violence. You just won't. It's just it's impossible. All this fancy animation tech for not being able, for not making actually real people. We help each other. We build communities. Yeah, it says a lot. It says a lot. So hey y'all, do you wanna play a fun game? So there's a link to that itch bundle that I haven't shut up about for like 4 days. Of the first 15 games. Let's see. One is a game that, from what I can tell, just from glancing at it, is objectively about killing, right? Beacon, sci-fi action roguelike, collect DNA from enemies, mutate yourself to victory, right? That is objectively about killing. Everything else, the focus is not killing, at least from what I can tell. Well, there's an AI combat arena that kind of doesn't count, right? If you scroll through all of these games, from what I've seen, none of these games are Shootman 7. You bought that bundled 700 games, it freaking doubled. Yeah, I did the same thing. I did the same thing. I bought it when it first came out, and I was like, this is a fantastic thing. And then it has exploded, and I don't know what to do with my life after this. But fun fact, Arcade Spirits in that bundle. If you're interested in what you're seeing today, Arcade Spirits, go check it out.
Me, I love chaos. I love wrangling chaos specifically.
It'll be a while before I go through everything. Yeah, I'm excited to go through it. I'm excited to poke through it. Make sure you grab the itch application. It's kind of a thing they I guess don't bury, but they don't like push in your face. So make sure you grab the itch application so that you can install stuff a bit easier. You don't have to just like get the zips and stuff. So yeah, grab that wherever. Like literally a game that I saw recommended on Twitter that I was immediately like, I want to check this game out. From that bundle is called Brushwood Buddies. An unusual puzzle game, adorable creatures who enlist your help to craft various items as you journey through forests, grasslands, villages. Great. Please, thank you. That sounds great. With a level editor. Cool. Perfect. Exactly what I want. Thank you. Perfect game. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Matt Calder. So yeah, not to like completely derail from the game that we're currently playing, but I feel like Shamari was perfectly valid to bring it up because it is news, and like is definitely a conversation to be had in this space. Oh, is that spreadsheet that's going around? Yeah. Awesome. I'm gonna star this. I'm just gonna bookmark that and close it, so I'm not eating up one of the splots. Organizing game changer. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for that. Thank you for that link. That link ever. Shamari. Oh, bam. Thank you for those points.
The arcade industry is high risk, high reward. I manage that risk so that they can also find happiness in their lives.
You took a quick stretch. That's a great idea, Sparkle. That's a great idea. I'm going to keep moving with the game a little bit just because I'm only playing this until lunch. So I want to keep the game moving forward a bit. John, bam. Also with the dab. Thank you so much.
My job is to see.
Yeah, I don't want to step on the discussion or anything like that. We can keep having a discussion. I just want to keep moving. Dab with John with the second dab. Boom. Doing it the other way. Doing a second dab. John with the third dab, but boom. There we go. We're gonna hold it for a second. There you go. Hold that one.
That includes Francine.
All right, that's too cold.
Better in her twilight years than desperately propping up.
Hey, you know what we do? You know what we do? That way. Not directly at me. There we go.
So, you find some value in this place beyond your salary, or you'll burn out. Trust me. Last guy to sit there burned out.
Sparkle with the dab. Boom. Going the other way with it.
trust you to mesh with our merry mystics?
Oh, so I just saw somebody pop up on my I just got a notification, somebody talking about it. Everybody's aware that Spider-Man Miles Morales thing is an expansion. It's not a full game. It's not a full game. I don't want anybody to get their hopes up. I'm still trying to figure out my why. The what? So for the PS5 reveal yesterday, they showed off Spider-Man Miles Morales. Which if you don't know, Miles Morales is a Black Hispanic Spider-Man. It's an expansion. It is not Spider-Man 2 Miles Morales. It is Spider-Man the Miles Morales expansion. Which is a bummer, and Austin Walker had a fantastic tweet about that. You didn't watch it, you need to? Yeah, you don't need to. Hoping for something about Silent Hill. I wanted something more about Silent Hill just because I like watching Silent Hill. To be honest, I'm still sorting out why I'm here, what my dream is. But I'm not here to step on anybody else's dreams in the process. I'm here to do my best at supporting everyone. Good to hear. +1 to Gavin. I'd say we share similar views then. It'll be a pleasure to work with someone who's actually enthusiastic and competent. That's the 2 words I would use to describe myself. Enthusiastic and competent in that order. You won't get anywhere. Your friends are excited about it. Oh yeah, I've been telling Brian. I have no need to buy a PS5. I have no need to buy a PS5. If I bought anything, I've said this before, if I bought anything, I'd buy the digital only Xbox so I could take advantage of Game Pass to a higher degree. And between that and Switch and PC, I'm good. I'm good. Everything from PlayStation 4 is coming to PC anyway, so who cares? Who even cares? They definitely do need more pachinko games, though. That's what it sounds like. You need that good Silent Hill 4 The Room pachinko, where it doesn't let you out until you've played like 1,000 games. Waiting on find out which PS5 stuff will come to PC how soon. It'll probably be like a year and a half. You know? It'll probably be a year and a half. Hopefully this hive of weirdness will help you find your dreams along the way. Anyway, I need to go prepare your paperwork. Technically, you shouldn't be working until we've crossed the I's and dotted the T's, but that's my favorite way to say that. But since I'm already sitting here, you'd rather I stick around? That'd be accurate. If you're willing to fudge things a bit and work today anyway, it'll help us out a lot. If you don't mind, Naomi could likely use a hand in the workshop. A good opportunity to introduce yourself as well. Oh, a workshop. Need more on Dragon Age 4? They did announce that, didn't they? I'm excited. Hey, I know this might be an unpopular opinion. I'm really excited for the Mass Effect remasters. I really love Mass Effect as a series, so I'm excited for that. Someone else is here? I haven't seen anybody else. Yeah, that sounds like Naomi. Her workshop's through that door there, the one next to the UFO catcher. The crane game, to the layman terms. I know what UFO catchers are. I'm intrigued by... I have not seen anything from the thing. I have not seen any footage, any gameplay, anything like that. I should probably sit down and watch some trailers. Satisfied for now, Gavin heads to the back, presumably to the office to go crunch some numbers. Matt, we gotta watch this on stream now. You know that, right? I said that and was literally like, you know, we could do that on stream. If Francie's really taking a nap back there, hopefully he's going to crunch quietly. Let me see if, like, did Kotaku or somebody do, like, a here's all of the... Why isn't this tab loading? What is happening? What is happening to my Chrome? What is happening to Chrome right now? That's so weird. Okay, hang on. Okay. Wow, my Chrome is just... Wow. It is being wiggy. Little thing you're excited. Rivals of Aether coming to Switch. Not that many people know about that game, but you're excited. I know nothing about that game. I know nothing about that game. Dog. My Chrome is having a time. Does Kotaku or someone have an article all about like everything Sony announced at the PS5 event? Is this just a bunch of trailers? Chris Kohler, shouts Chris Kohler. Your Chrome having a time, got the closed captions working? Yeah, that's because I forgot. because I forgot and turned it on. Okay, this appears to have... This appears to have trailers and things, so that... You can go look for one real quick. What's going on, Jalen? How you doing, homie? It's good to see you, man. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Trying to play a game, but people want to talk about video games. Francine's really taking a nap back there. Hopefully he's going to crunch quietly. My first coworker ended up slightly less cool of a guy than I thought he'd be, but he's not a jerk, definitely. I can get where he's coming from. Plus, I've known really blunt people before. It's easy to mistake them for jerks, especially at first glance. I fear I can give this guy an honest chance. All right, what's this? Boom. The hits and misses. Ah, okay. Yeah. No, that's what I was looking for, Shamari. Or, Jalen. I'm sorry. I was looking for something that had a bunch of trailers. So everybody's like super psyched for, everybody's super psyched about the, check this excerpt from Rog Zabney's, article. Hang on. Everybody's psyched about that game, Goodbye Volcano High. Apparently the person that wrote that is the person that published that child porn story on Kotaku a bit ago, which is cool. Great. Love to see it. Yeah. So, yeah, cool. Great. Love it. Love to see it. Love to see just like, yeah, can't... We don't get nothing. Absolutely. Yep. Doesn't stop The Last of Us 2 from revisiting the same traumas every time it needs to justify the next bloodbath and hope that the screams and gurgles of the dying will give it meaning. Sounds about right. Hate it here. Sick of this. Yeah, there we go. Everything Sony announced. Thank you, Jalen. Thank you so much. I see why people were fed up with Riot. Oh, people have been sick about Riot for a while. People have been sick about Riot for a bit. All right. I should go meet my next coworker, this Naomi that he mentioned. Though I could swear Francine and I were the only ones here till now. A double door, also marked employees only, also with an apostrophe. Leads from the arcade floor to what feels like an industrial sort of area. I feel like the problem is a lot of people fucking got real into League, and then all that shit came out, and then it's Skullgirls messed up this. What happened with Skullgirls? I saw a while ago they added Sonic Fox. Did they fuck that up? In a little room tucked away between the back offices and the Funplex front, I find what is very likely this Naomi, spoken only of in myth and legend. On a stream, like, people hate him. I love Sonic Fox. Fucking shout out to Sonic Fox forever. On a stream like a week or so ago, that's how people fuck up. They fuck up. They stream and they fuck up. Why do people hate Sonic? I'll tell you the 3 reasons. I'll tell you the 3 reasons people hate Sonic Fox, right? It's very easy. Look at my hand. 3 reasons, right? The lead creative director decided to make an I can't breathe joke. Yeah, right after adding Sonic Fox, right as they were starting to be relevant again. All right, so 3 reasons people hate Sonic Fox, right? Hang on one second. Hold. Okay, well that Chrome is just fucked, which is wild. Hang on one second. I need to check something very quickly. Right. Okay, that's what I thought. Three things people hate about Sonic Fox, right? One, they're confident, right? Sonic Fox is incredibly confident about their skill level. They are incredibly confident about their ability to play fighting games at an incredibly high level. And they're not wrong about that. They're not wrong to be confident. They're not wrong to be sure of themselves, right? So one. Two, they're black. That just end of sentence. Three, they're queer. Again, end of sentence. You can people pick which of the three they want to hate them for. Well, I guess four, they're furry, but I guess like that, like 3 and 4 are together, right? So it's like 3 with 2 bullet points. I feel like, Brian, I feel like there are probably people that hate them because they're just super confident. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Dunking on furries is valid? No, it's not. No, it isn't. Fucking furries are comrades. They, John. Yeah. Well, because people read that. People read confidence as egotistical. But it's only egotistical if you can't back it up. Right? Right? Sonic Fox only talks about, like, their victories. They're like, yeah, I'm the best at that because they won that tournament. I'm the best at this because I did that thing. No, you're good, John. You're good. Yeah. That's what I had to look up. I was like, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to double check before I start running my mouth really quick. Just explaining to my little brother last night, funny enough. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like there are people that, like, Sonic Fox has repeatedly said, if you want me to not be in the spot, beat me and I'll have to leave. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's not egotism. That's not egotism. That's confidence. That's the line. That's the difference. Yeah. Oh yeah. If Sonic, if they lost, you know, then there you go. You know, that is the difference between confidence and egotism. Is saying like I'm the best. If you want to prove me wrong, beat me. Fucking Sonic Fox is Ujiyasu. That's a joke 2 people will get. Shamari, they. Girl about my age, but certainly not my height, is tinkering away on what looks like an old tube-style monitor. I didn't realize they had so many circuits. They are full of fucking circuits. Sonic Fox is a fucking shonen anime protagonist. Like, they are dead ass Goku. They are dead ass Ichigo. Like, they're living it, and I'm fucking proud of them, you know. She doesn't notice me when I come in. Too busy soldering a capacitor into place. The lingering smell of melting metal fills the air of the poorly ventilated workshop. Who's Sonic Fox made in Smash? I need to look this up. I don't know. That's a good question. Go check out their Twitter. I think it's literally just nope. That's the broken one. I think it's literally it's just at / Sonic Fox. Yo, shout out to Sonic Fox changing their username to Sonic Fox 1312. Shout out to Sonic Fox, man. Now and forever. For lack of a better way to interrupt her. I was worried no matter what I did, I don't know, she might burn her fingers or jump so high she hit the ceiling or something. Fortunately, the shock's not that quite intense. Shit, I made a tweet that's starting to make the rounds, y'all.
Hey, you know this room is for employees only.
No one knows I'm an employee. That's totally fair. It's my first day. She said with no apostrophe.
Are you lost? Do you need something?
I'm Matt Cater. I'm the new floor attendant, starting today.
Oh, hi. I didn't realize Francine already found someone.
That's fine. It's been 2 hours.
I guess I forgot to check my text. Oh, whoops.
I like how her name is half a PS5 controller. Good brand integration. Oh, I see that. Listen, it won't be too long. Listen, I'm on PC. I got an M and an M button. Spares a glance at her phone on the nearby workbench where a huge stack of green notification messages lie in wait. Gotta check your phone. One thought comes to mind on actually seeing her. Well, that's rude. No wonder I didn't notice her till now. She was totally focused on the task at hand, because that's the observation you should make. The room's right at the heart of the building, but totally isolated. With the heavy doors closed behind me, I can barely hear the arcade. Considering how completely and utterly dedicated she was to that monitor, not even noticing me, I guess that's also why. What I first noticed is her smile. Even when squinting to see the tiny components of that circuit board, even when laser focused, she's smiling happily. Okay, that's fair.
Anyway, I'm Naomi Fairchild.
That's very close to his fursuit. Yeah.
Please
Yeah,
don't
they.
I was expecting Gavin.
I'm gonna make a command here in a minute. I was expecting Gavin, though. He usually checks up on me about now. He's busy doing strange things with numbers.
Ugh, yeah, that sounds like Gavin. I take it he sent you along to help? Great. Give me a hand with this monitor. It's really heavy, and I'm still paranoid about dropping it after what happened last time.
Really? What happened last time?
Oh, well, I dropped it.
That's bad. Oh, right. She helps me lift the large cathode ray tube, sliding the heavy metal framework into place with the exposed guts in the nearby arcade cabinet. Once done, she starts hooking wires back up to other wires. There's a surprising amount of green circuit boards in that large, like, hollow wooden shell. This is the first time I've seen inside one of these things. It's weird. Lots of empty space, a couple large slabs of circuits, that beefy monitor. That's actually, like, exactly what the inside of an arcade cabinet looks like, because I've seen it. It's just... a lot of the space in the arcade cabinet is to hold up the monitor, you know? Like, that's kind of... that's why it's recessed that way, so it sits back into a frame, and then the weight is supported by the rest of the unit. It's wild. And I believe the sort of, like, marquee thing at the top is, one, to shade the monitor from the lights, and then two, I think it's to give it space for air to circulate for the cathode ray tubes. Why is it so empty in here? Look at this. Look, we'll learn. Why is it so empty in here? Seems inefficient. Couldn't you pack more games in the arcade if it was more compact? Not really. It's more about the footprint on the floor than the vertical height. Naomi keeps working, using a pocket multimeter to check various connections as she speaks.
Let me explain.
I mean, compare American and Japanese cabinets. Ours are designed for standing players, so they have to be upright, even if that means an empty base. Japanese candy cabs are shorter, so you play sitting down, but I prefer the American style. Ours have more room for art. She closes up the rear access panel, closing it with one of the mini keys on the keyring at her side, then steps back to admire her handiwork. There's genuine joy in that smile, not just at a job well done, but at looking at the whole thing, like it's a fine sculpture.
So beautiful.
I love the classic Midway style. Look at those sharp angles, the side art decals, the bold font on the marquee, the bezel artwork. A good arcade cabinet with nice artwork and stuff is truly a beautiful thing. The what on the what and the what artwork? I know what all these things are. Come on, video game me. With a sigh, Naomi points out key features to me. The strip across the top of the game title, that's the marquee. The artwork that wraps around the monitor, that's the bezel. I mean, you see it too, right? How beautiful and cohesive it all is, working in harmony to give the game its own unique feel, its own experience. As for me, well, it's beautiful in its own way. Yeah, fucking get out of here, video game me. The way she stares lovingly at this, honestly, this box of wooden circuits and vacuum tubes and stuff, I think I understand. It was made to be one whole thing. The art, the style, and of course the game itself. All of it part of the same experience. Everything about this game is the game. If you run it on an emulator or on a game console instead, it's made lesser. Yeah, I guess I can see it. It's beautiful in its own way. Oh, good. Yo, +1 Naomi. Naomi lights up with joy like a pinball art machine, all twinkly and shiny. I can't wait till I have to pick my afternoon slot to go hang out with Naomi before we go grinding after the midnight hour.
Woohoo!
Finally, so few people really understand the beauty of a classic arcade game. Having someone I can talk to about this stuff is going to be great. Especially that jerk Gavin running the numbers. No, Gavin's not a jerk. Yeah, what's wrong with Gavin? Okay, don't get me wrong. I can get along with him generally, but his whole attitude is just, ugh. All he really cares about is money. He keeps the arcade running, but yeah, I just know if he had his way, he'd gut the whole place. If anybody's gonna ruin the Funplex, it's him. Mark my words, it's inevitable. That doesn't sound right. He seemed easy enough to get along with, and what's more, Gavin just gave me the whole speech about protecting their dreams. This looks like a sore spot here. A long-standing argument with the new guy I really shouldn't get involved with. That's the correct approach to take. That's not really fair to Gavin. I mean, I kind of see where she's coming from, because Gavin is likely the person that has to make all of the difficult decisions, like this machine isn't making us any money when we could get a new machine that could very likely bring in, you know, revenue or players and all of this stuff. So a lot of that soreness is gonna fall on him, because he's the person making that decision. So, but yeah, I think this sentence right here is, you know. Oh, it's definitely not fair to Gavin. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And Valdar and I have to work with both Naomi and Gavin. She's not being fair because they're just throwing that at Gavin. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm not sure it's her product, but I kind of want to know too. Just let her. Hey, we're playing this as I would do, right? Just let her vent. Don't rock the boat. I don't know now. Now that I said I'm gonna play this how I don't know. I'm very curious at what don't rock the boat. Yeah, don't rock the boat. Like, it's my first day. I've been here maybe 3 hours. You know what you don't do the first day of the job? Don't rock the boat might be agreeing with her. Ugh. That's not what I want to do. Just passively going along with their opinion. Yeah, I'm gonna let her vent. I'm gonna let her go. I just get so mad thinking about what evil money-minded schemes he's probably cooking up. See, this doesn't seem. Okay. Not gonna get worked up. Besides, it's not right for me to dump all this workplace gossip right on the head of the newbie. Look at that, +1 Naomi. I guess we did it all right. You have a better idea of how she thinks? Yeah. You seem like a good person, and you love arcade games like I do. I mean, I just kind of admired them. I think you're jumping a little hard on it. Let's get back to work, shall we? Now for the less fun part. You seem a strong, strapping kind of guy. Well, a strong guy at least. Well, you're a guy. That's enough. I'm semi-insulted then. Okay, let's get to it. Right, a little left. My left. All right. Correct. I mean, not turn to the right. Keep it coming. Carefully. Victory. Yatta. Gently ease the rolling dolly forward, the giant wooden box sliding into place alongside its neighbors. Two-wheel dolly makes it easier, but not easy. Judge with Naomi fretting over a baby getting scratched, or worse, falling over. You do not want those things to fall over. With the work done, she's all smiles again.
Yeah.
Good to be done with that one. I swear, I've been working on that monitor for ages. Those tubes are finicky as heck, and I'm still not totally satisfied with the flyback, but thanks for helping me out. I think you're gonna do great here. Happy to... Oh, right. Stomach growling. Food required. Never seen an arcade game fall over. I haven't seen it, but, like, it's not a thing you want to happen. Like I said, they're super heavy. Cathode ray tubes are, like, not, like, super fragile, but fragile enough. Fragile enough. I wasn't expecting to actually be working today. I totally forgot to pack a lunch.
You have pizza on a bagel.
Now, I'm just talking here, but if you had pizza on a bagel, shush. Hey, so any good restaurants in walking distance? I think the bookstore next door sells donuts and stuff, but... Oh, not really, unfortunately. I mean, there's a cheapo wub sub sandwich place, but even that stuff is super tasty. You don't want to go there. You need to eat healthy. Yeah, you can't eat fresh. Hey, I know, wait right here. And she's off, scurrying back to her hidey hole. And she's back, scurrying from her hidey hole. Lunchtime, here you go. She presses a box lunch in my hands. It's a bento box. I learned how to make them from my mom, who learned from her mom back when they lived in Japan. Rice and pickles and all sorts of good, healthy things. Wait, you're giving me your lunch? Sure, why not? And yet, when I first walked in as a stranger, she looked super uncomfortable with me. That escalated quickly. What are you gonna have for lunch then? I can just get some nachos from the vending machine or go hit the whole store next door. I've got a book delivery to pick up anyway. You said eating healthy was important. So, but I can't help but think she was just looking for an excuse to go get some junk food instead. You've never had pizza bagels? I can't believe you've ever had pizza bagels. I'd say Naomi definitely fits in with Francine's ideals for this arcade. She's got a love for these games, and it shows. And give me her lunch? Me, a total stranger? That's a kindness I don't know if I deserve, but I appreciate it all the same. Have you had pizza? Pizza rolls are different, but close enough that I would count it. Go to the grocery store, get those Totina pizza bagels. Yeah, just do that now. Do it now, John. What are you waiting for? I've only seen these in anime. It's cute, and hopefully has plenty of calories, too. Armed with a box of health food, I retire to the employee lounge to get my munch on. Fun fact, you despise pizza rolls. Jalen, what? Unpopular opinion. Anime nemesis killed my father despise. Oh my god. Do you also despise Hot Pockets? Good follow-up question. Good follow-up question. The room where I had my bizarre job interview will suffice for food times. It's not much, a few folding chairs in the kitchenette, but it'll do. Utterly famished by this point, I have a seat and unpack my lone lunch. Oh, hey, look at Sonic Bird. Option 3, adhere to your character choices with the zombie apocalypse. That's true. It's like, my time's come. Oh, buddy. All right. Yeah, I think await death. Just like, all right, that's it. This is it. Well, it was a good run. Death by Floofy Monster was definitely not something I'd consider in the thousands of ways I've pictured my own death. Honestly, I thought I'd pass doing something I loved. Alas, may the Ripper take me sweetly and painlessly. Rude. This Floofy Monster has feelings too. Wait, you aren't my doom? Oh, hey, you're human. That's an improvement, I think.
Hey, so I'm sorry if I traumatized you. Really?
Was that +1 Space Invader? It's one of the, here, I'll hit the Q button. It's one of the, personality indicators. Space Invader is basic. As you can see, I am rank 2, basic. Which, I am mostly kind of basic, and then everything else. Which feels about right.
Can we start over, maybe?
I nod my head slowly, although it could just be muscle spasms from being in shock.
I'm Ashley.
Okay. And I'm Matt.
I'm also Pinky, the Funplex Flamingo. It's my secret, yet not so secret identity.
The Funplex what now? This is almost too much to take in. Gavin was a bit of a lot. Naomi was off the scale cheerful. I've met some really intense people so far. Thanks, John.
Did you sneak into the employee section just to get my autograph?
That's as spicy as a pumpkin? Damn. Damn. Listen, it's only a couple more months. I'm gonna have to find a new place to get PSLs, because I'm not fucking going to Starbucks anymore, so... Me? No.
Oh, I thought you would recognize Pinky from all the signs around the arcade. Pinky is the mascot of the Funplex, after all.
Why? Oh no, that's not what I meant at all. I mean, I work here.
You work here? Since when?
4 hours ago. Today, this morning, to be specific. Yeah.
Oh, awesome! Welcome.
There's a local coffee place that does PSLs and delivers. So, get bodied. And it has a Pokestop, so. It would have been way cooler if you were just so enamored with the chibi flamingo creature plastered on every wall that you had to know more. I mean, I'm not saying that might not be a truth, but...
Let's see.
You could have stealthily maneuvered your way through all the games. You need to make your favorite local coffee place a Pokestop? Yes, you do. Sliding right up to the employees only door. But how could you get the door code? Of course. You would have collected the password from a piece of paper that fell from Gavin's pocket. You searched your heart and decided that 4-digit number had to be the intel you needed. Next, you needed to lie in wait for the opportune moment to punch in that security door key, just to find me. It just keeps going and going. She's definitely passionate about this fictional scenario. The way she just takes an idea and runs with it. A lot of people might find that weird. I kind of dig it. Shows a lot of +1 Ashley. Shows a lot of imagination. I wonder if she's a writer or something. And how would you have snuck out, I wonder? I could have helped, but for a price. Ashley finally realizes she's been babbling to herself for a good couple minutes. Oops. Sometimes I get swept up in a good story. I mean, I gotta find some way to make this job more interesting. Her features here are different than here. Is it really that dull here? No, not really. I just crave a different kind of excitement than the beeps, boops, screaming children and broken machines. That's fair. You aren't really painting the best picture here. Oh, geez, I don't mean to be a downer. I just want to move up in the world. I've got things to accomplish, dreams to fulfill, cosplay to make. Cosplay? I say as though cosplay is not, like, a thing. As we switch topics, it's like she's a completely different person. Ashley's eyes lit up, and she smiles. Yeah, you know, like dressing up as your favorite video game or TV character. I love it. It's so empowering to be able to make your own costume and wear it proudly. It's even better when people recognize what character you are. Empowering? Really? Come on, video game me. We were on such a good page for a while. Granted, she certainly had the power to stop my heart for a few beats. Calm down. You want to try? Got a favorite game character? I can help you make your first cosplay if you want. Where's the yes option? If there's not a yes option right away. In fact, I made this one. I think Ashley's pointing to her flamingo costume, but it's a little hard to tell with her hands as feathers. So Pinky's your creation. Intentionally? Yep, it looks pretty good for my first mascot cosplay, doesn't it? I mean, it is a very good costume. I'd probably stitch my hands together if I tried that. I'm all thumbs when it comes to stuff like that. Literally, if I get enough thread running between them. I'm pretty impressed, though. Naomi was going on about craftsmanship of the game. Clearly, you're digging on craftsmanship of costumes. Ah, thanks. It's nice when hard work is appreciated. +1 Ashley. It's not a bad. Only issues were the eyes on the side. Yeah. That's not the best place to put it. But, you know, you make do. I wear it on the Funplex to liven up the crowds, get people pumped to play some games. And the kids seem to adore it. That makes sense. Although the arcade has been completely dead so far. No crowds to pump or kids to be adored by. Hey, secret between you and me? I did some repairs on Pinky overnight. What does that mean? I had to restitch the left arm, and I was giving her an old test drive to make sure it doesn't fall off. Don't let the arm fall off. Limbs falling off seems bad. You couldn't put it in front because then you'd have eyes under the beak. Yes, true. That's creepier. Oh, it was. Yesterday I was dancing with a little girl. Must have been like 5-6 years max. Anyway, we were next to Showtime stage when she tugged on my arm and whoosh. That's bad. The girl instantly started bawling. Yeah, that's fair. Well, at least you're constantly scaring people. It's not just me.
No.
Hey. I don't want that to happen again. I felt so bad. But enough about me. What about you? Joe Carl's replacement? I guess so. I don't know who Carl is. I'm a new floor attendant. I attend to the floor. The floor is the thing I'm attended to when I'm not going into cardiac arrest. At least you're funnier than Carl, that's for sure. I can't wait to go home and tell Juniper I do have a sense of humor. She'll be so proud. I assume you've already met Francine, but have you had a chance to meet Gavin and Naomi yet? Yes, I've met them already, though it seems like they aren't too keen on each other. Open the beak? Oh god, that's the worst. Just the human face in there. Right? Ashley rolled her eyes and lets out a sigh. I wish they would hurry up and make out already. Yeah. What? What? Seriously? Are they going out? Nope. But they always bicker like an old married couple. It's classic anime cliche. The ones who fight always end up together. Mark my words, Matt. I mean, yeah, I'll write it down on this day. I'm getting notifications everywhere. What's that sound? I don't know. Drat, I set an alarm before my lunch break was over. Time to go back to the grindstone. I didn't even get a chance to eat.
What?
That's no good. Matt needs his calories. That's what I say every day. You eat up. I'll go watch the floor. In fact, how about I take over the ticket desk for the next shift? You can do my job and wander the floor a bit. Oh yeah, Ashley's my comrade at arms. That's right. That's right. Ashley winks before her face disappears into the dark recesses of that inhuman mask. Oh god, that sounds so terrifying. As I'm wolfing down rice in the shape of a little heart, it occurs to me I didn't actually ponder my first impressions of Ashley yet. Oh, hooray! The cord that I ordered like a week ago is finally gonna show up. Bird comrade. Yo, Faye, thanks so much for that host. How are you doing today? Why are there always so many burbs? Look, she just left. She just left. Wing to wing, we all soar together. Is that song from Warframe? Dropping host and a lurk, another crazy work day today. I hope everything is going well at work, Faye. Thank you so much for the lurk. Thank you for the host. Thank you for hanging out. Hope everything goes well. I like her enthusiasm about her art. And it's because there's a lot of birds, okay? I respect it. I respect you, but there's birds everywhere. I want to know why a flamingo. A flamingo is such a weird choice. The way Ashley's whole expression changed when she talks about things she's passionate about just warms my heart. Her beam and energy just lights up the whole room. I wonder if one day I'll be that excited about something. Flamingo for Funcade. There's also lots of dogs. Yeah, and people do dog mascots all the time too. Why not a flamingo? I don't know. Like, where is it that there's only flamingos in like very specific places? There's only flamingos in very specific places, so. Rolling into the afternoon, the crowd starts to fill out. School's done, and late rising pros are heading out to their arcades of choice. Yeah, like the zoo. Why not a penguin? Yeah, I could have done a penguin. Sure, why not? And my yard. Do you have flamingos like for real up there? With Ashley covering the desk, my job is to wander the floor, looking for problems or potential problems, or just making sure everything's a-okay. But for starters, it's a good moment to collect my thoughts. I think I'm off to a decent start with my coworkers. Good first impressions at any rate. Cooperation is going to be a must. I've had awful coworkers before, and they can really drag down your day. Hang on. No time for daydreaming. I think I spot, let's see, 3 possible issues to look into. That's a few. Oh, okay. I was going to say, Brian, I was like, I didn't know there were flamingos up there, so that's interesting. I should have time to get to all of them. Which should I tackle first? Someone cursing up a storm. The arcade is a family place after all. We can't have that. There's a lot of shouting coming from the center of the arcade where Fist of Discomfort is being played. Remember Iris telling me about it earlier while I was bored to death at the ticket desk. Fist of Discomfort is one of the most popular games in the esports circuit. It's been a staple of the scene for over 6 years. One day, Team Wicked Prodigies took on the Unreal and came back to win in the dying seconds of a tiebreaker match to take home a record $5 million prize pot. Okay, who do we think these fake esport teams are? Wicked Prodigies is definitely Evil Genius. So, check mark. I think that's one of like 2 esports teams I know. Who is the Unreal? bits. That's a lot of moolah. And how? Okay, so how does it work? It's a hybrid of real-time strategy and button mash brawling. Fight your way down the top and bottom lanes, clearing waves of ninjas to finally topple the enemy dojo. But that's the action part. The strategy part involves using special abilities, purchased items, and ninja summons. So it's League. It's League of Legends. It's League of Legends. It's League but Naruto. Yeah, it's League but Naruto. The way the different game systems interweave to form one masterpiece of esports perfection. Which I'm not opposed to, honestly. That could be interesting. Summon good ninjas, punch bad ninjas, smash dojo. I'd say boiling down a rich game of action and strategy played the world over by top gamers in such a way is a bit degrading, but yeah, sure. Well, it's button mashing, Brian, because it's an arcade game, so. All of which is super interesting and stuff, but right now, all I care about is dealing with the loudmouth currently playing the game. The closer I get, the louder the yelling gets. Most of these words that...
What the
Nope, those are definitely all words my mother would disapprove of. You've got to be fucking me. I'm just thinking of all of the Game Grumps I've watched. You only mash buttons in any game you ever play. Stress. Gotta be butt fucking me. There's no way that's even plausible. Those hitboxes don't even connect. Rando Calrissian is a great way to describe rando dude. Well, this is far from over, scrub. I saved up a little something extra special for you. I've been baiting you and attacking my sensei, which you fell for hard. Oh, hey. Did I forget to mention I brought an extra ultimate technique scroll from my dojo? Whoops, my bee. Wait, you haven't been farming. How could XP share a technique with creep waves? Take this. 5-fold fucking explosion death claw. That sounds great. I hate that name for a key reason. Okay. What? How did you defeat me? Hell yeah. No! I explode in contra explosions. Why did you get a message from your parents with a BuzzFeed article about an app that makes your photo into a stunning artwork? Because they want you to take photos of things and turn them into stunning artworks and then sell them and then somehow make $5 billion in 2 weeks.
Oh, GG.
Oh, she got that Oji-sama. She got that Oji-sama. Oh, fucking hell yeah.
No one can defeat me, Queen Bee.
Fucking A. My dry eyes painfully blinking makes me realize I've been standing here watching intently during that whole exchange. I'm not 100% sure what just happened, but it didn't matter. I was completely sucked in. Couldn't tear my eyes away. Random Calrissian was a name the cage does. If you don't have enough players, just play random cards. Oh. Well, that's a bummer. Man, this tweet is doing numbers. Hold up, let me go. Okay. If I get more than like 5 likes on a tweet, I immediately go like, is this the day? Everybody has their day they go viral. Like, is this mine? It's like watching a train wreck. I mean, if the train was the arcade game and the wreck was that guy's face.
Hey, kid. What are you staring at? Never seen a champion of my caliber before?
No, literally not. Literally not. Oh, seeing as I don't even know how to begin to start, how to begin to start to even consider how to respond to her question, I have to take a moment and collect my thoughts. From what I've somehow gathered, she goes by Queen Bee. The jacket she's wearing identifies as a member of L7 Gaming, an arcade esports team. For your sake, I hope not. Yeah, because it's a dunk tweet, so I don't need that. And she's the most direct, fierce person I've met all day. That's saying a lot considering who I've run into so far. Yeah, no. She's Sonic Fox. She's confident. She beat that dude. She gets to be hype. That level of excitement always gushing out. I can only imagine how much enjoyment she gets out of life. What can I say? People love winning, and it seems like she wins a lot. At least in between bursts of, what did Iris call it? Saltiness?
Hey, don't just stand there all weird and quiet like. It's creepy.
That's fair. She beat that dude. They exploded. Good game. Yeah, no, like that dude got beat so hard he exploded in 16-bit graphics and then fell. So like she got him. She snaps her fingers to get my attention.
So, are you gonna quarter up or not?
No, I am not gonna quarter up. No, ma'am.
Think you can best the hottest rising star of L7?
No, ma'am. From what I've seen, I know I couldn't best a scrub, let alone a especially competitive player of this game. Nope. No, thank you. Plus, I'm not sure I'm allowed to play games while I'm working.
You work here?
Did you pull on the new banner in Arknights? Pulled Silver Ash. Hey! Nice. No. Nope. I hate all of these options. It was an inevitability. Nope. Definitely not picking the first one. You like the middle one? No, because then I'm lying. That has to no. Last one feels cheesy. I feel like cheesy. Yeah. Like, you know what I like? I like the cheese of like, eh. Yeah. The last one makes you a cop. It does a bit. It does a bit. You're not wrong. You're not wrong there. All right. All right. I'm doing my 10 pull, right? I'm doing my 10 pull here. I'm gonna hit this skip button. What did I get? What is that? What is that down there? Oh, I got what's her name? Hell yeah! Look at the waifus! Yay! Look at the waifus. Who's that on the end? Who'd I get? The enforced law makes it weird? Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Alright, who'd I get? Providence. Okay. You didn't pull waifu? What are you talking about? The fact that there's a character named waifu is fucking ridiculous. That's what I'm picking though. You bet. In fact, I was just hired earlier. I'm the new floor attendant. If the game eats your quarter, come to me. That's a much better response than everything that the game gave me. So. Wait, you're serious? Okay then, welcome aboard this runaway train.
Hey, they haven't given you a name tag yet. How am I supposed to know who you are?
You're not. I'm a ninja. I think that was actually a weird tactic to have me introduce myself to her. Providence is 5-star Schwartz, close range sniper, heavy damage. Cool. Into it. Into it. And I'm just saving up fucking yellow vouchers, so who cares about that? I'm Matt. I did technically just start working here 6 hours ago. It might take them some time to issue me a name tag. Maybe they need to send a carrier pigeon to an ancient monastery where name tags are forged in a vast clay oven. No, Gavin's just slacking big time. Damn, the call out. I'll talk to that silly boy for you. Make sure you get some proper respect. Thanks? No problem. We gamers gotta stick together. Am I a gamer? Am I a gamer? I don't...
I'm Queen Bee, by the way. Aggro-style FOD lane pusher specialist for L7 Gaming.
That was a lot of words that even I, Matt Calder, the person, have trouble understanding. I figured that when you put your arms over your head, cheered and shouted, "No one can defeat me, Queen Bee."
Hey, I do not sound like that.
That's exactly what you said.
Well, maybe a little.
Yep. You said those exact words. Anyway, one of the regulars around here, besides Purpur and Tio. So you'll be seeing a lot of me in the future. Let's hope you last longer than the last guy. Oh, great. Now she's even making my job into a competition. Hope there isn't a betting pool, too. You look like a smart kid. You've seen one of my mini streams on the internet, right? No, ma'am, we don't get the internet. Nope. I literally have no idea what you're talking about.
Whoa.
Really? Have you been living under a rock for the past decade? If you consider a small yet formidable apartment a rock, then yes. Oh, you sweet child. You are so innocent and pure. Come, let me show you the path to darkness that is the internet. No, don't do this to me. Oh. What do we do? What do we do? Oh, no. 3-0, only dealing 7 damage. Yeah, John, it sounds like you got wrecked. Will it hurt or traumatize me? No. Yeah, sure, yeah. Well, it's part of my job to know all about games. Get corrupted by the hot lady, go for it. That's fair. If Queen Bee is going to give me some insight on the culture around this game, I should take advantage of that. That's a good way to think about it. That is a good way to think about it. Lead me farther into the dark abyss, my mistress. I would never say that out loud. I would never say that out loud.
Yeah.
Darkness corrupted full hearts can't lose. Queeby pulls my arm and pulls me closer to the Fist of Discomfort cabinet. And upon further inspection, I see the whole haphazard pile of tech she's rigged up. You can't just plug one of these cabs into the internet, so I use a number of clip-on webcams and mics and stuff. That webcam there, it broadcasts back to my personal PC back at home, which then streams matches live to all my fans. The chat room appears on my phone. Could we not just, like, set this up? Codabus put everything all together, and it takes, like, half an hour to rig up and test each morning. But after doing this here a couple years, easy peasy. Aside from Naomi grinding her teeth at my clip-on cameras damaging the paint job, I mean. Anyway, I prefer to stream from the Funplex than from home. There's so much to miss out on sitting by your lonesome within the console version of FOD. The crowds, the wicked trash talk, the community. Wait, are you broadcasting live right now? Are we live right now?
Nope. No way.
Fuck no, this is part of my warm-up matches. I've got a pretty big tournament coming up, so I try to get as much practice in as possible. Even if it is a bunch of fodder. Or as in FOD, FOD-der, as in, you know, chum. Lunch meat. Scrubs. Losers. Yeah, I get the idea. Queen Bee sees something out of the corner of her eye and glances around the arcade floor. She gives me a nod to someone hanging out near the Street Fighter cabinet. So makes me miss the cool arcade. I wonder what's up with them lately. Oh, the one that had all the Gundam shit that I was like super into, and they just changed into a restaurant. Oh, I'm very scared the more I think about this, John. Brian. I don't know why I said John. Queen says, Ah, my crew is starting to trickle in. We should be starting team practice soon. How are you gonna have team practice? There's 2 fucking spots. Wait, what time is it? At the tone, the time will be 2:25 p.m. Eastern.
What the?
I gotta go live in 5 minutes. Listen, kid, it's been swell. We'll chat later, right? Sure. Can you keep the swearing down at least a little? We got kids around here. I don't want to get you in trouble with Gavin. Meh, but for you, we'll keep it PG-13. Alright, cool. That's all I ask. They changed to a restaurant far away and then had some legal bullshit happen and they weren't going to open, so I don't know what's happening between them and now. Yeah, for real. I was going to say, like, the more I remembered that story, the more concerned I got. Now, if you excuse me, there are some butts out there that I need to kick. Later. Yeah, cool. With a wave and a twirl, she completely abandons me and returns to her Fist of Discomfort game. Queen Bee fires up her broadcast rig, and the shouting and milder swearing starts up again. Should probably get out of here before I accidentally end up on the stream. Passion seems to run deep in this arcade. Everyone's spirit burning with passion for, well, various things, but hey, passion's passion. She seems to like me, which will make my job easier in the long run. There's a huge FOD community in this arcade, despite being a tiny strip mall joint. Good to know. Let's see, what handle next? The irate customer around Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze. My mutant floor attendant sends detect danger from the left side of the arcade. I quickly rush all of the 30 feet to the scene of the crime, already in progress. Angry Rando, come on! Hurry the fuck up and finish your game! Do you work here? I saw you behind the desk earlier. His shirt just says attack. They needed to get a visit from the fire marshal, but the fire marshal hated the person who owned the building they were in, so he refused to come by and give the sign off. It was kind of gross. Yeah, it was bad. I remember being just like, come on, like you're ruining somebody else's stuff here. Note, ask Evan for a name tag. Yes, I'm Matt, floor attendant. Well, stop attending to the carpets and attend to me. That's not what it means. I want this fucker to wrap up his damn game so I can play. Ashley's face is obscured beneath her costume's mask, but I can feel her wince as the man curses up a blue streak. Sir, there are children present. Please keep the swearing to a minimum. You kick this fast piece of shit off this game, and I'll sing Mary Had a Little Lamb all you want. Figuring out I gotta hear the fat piece of shit side of the story before rushing to judgment, tap the player on the shoulder. Oh, that's Matt from Dream Daddy. Or Brian from Dream Daddy. And he doesn't even notice my tapping. So I tap again. Huh? Sir, there are other players waiting to give Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze a spin. Curiously, the player looks up to the game's marquee, thank you, Naomi, which simply means Moopy. You know the game's full name? Sure, I played it a lot when I was a kid. He's got a shirt. It's actually called Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze, right? Wizards and pellets and monsters and stuff. Yeah. A bit terse as he's laser focused on the game, and I can see why. He's currently sitting at 714,900 points. Holy crap, that's a heck of a high score. Or as this other guy would probably put it, holy shit, that's a fucking of a high score. I don't know. Excuse me. Right. Sir, can you please wrap up your game? Nope. Keeping good pace here. Plenty of livestock, on par for getting close to the world record before the kill screen. Somehow, the thick arcade jargon sounds classier when draped in his British accent, like I'm watching some documentary program from the BBC. If I grow out a beard to be that red, yeah, grow that beard, Brian. Yes, but this is a public arcade. Other folks want to play the games, too. He finishes clearing the current board while pondering the predicament. Okay. At first, I think he's stepping away to end his game, but he's letting his stock of 50 extra dudes slowly deplete as he pulls out his wallet. Without pause, he pulls out $3,000 in cash and holds it out. Will this cover it? For a moment, I flash back to that movie where some dude pays another dude to sleep with his wife, and they roll out of bed covered in money and, cover what exactly? The cost of the game. The game itself. I've never seen that much raw cash in one place at any given time. It's not even in 20s. Dude's rolling in Benjamins. No one says Benjamins. Nobody says Benjamins. Nobody says Benjamins. One moment, please. On it. Fortunately, Iris already has my messenger app open for me with Gavin's contact preloaded. Shouts to Iris. With trembling fingers, I key in, customer wants to buy movie for $3,000. What do? In less than a minute, I have my response. Considering you paid $200 for it plus parts, yes, absolutely yes. Sell that relic immediately. Okay then. Although, how's Naomi gonna react to this? Offloading one of her darlings just because Gavin wants to make a 15-fold profit? I also feel it's kind of weird to be taking advantage of this guy's lack of a grasp on the real cost of old arcade machines. I knew all this workplace drama was going to catch up with me at some point. But with this rando breathing down my neck, I got to make a decision. Fuck that guy. The game was $200, but I'm not sure we should sell. $3,000 sounds about right. It's yours. I'm not sure if we should sell this game. So, I'd take that cash fast. Update, the last time they posted was December 1st saying keep an eye on our page for further updates. That's, I feel like the first option is going to get me in trouble with Naomi. The second option is the first option is going to get me in trouble with Gavin. The second option is going to get me in trouble with Naomi. The third option just does nothing? The money. Think of the money. Oh, I get +1 money. I don't know. We bought it for $200, but what does that mean in terms of revenue for the arcade? This is a more complicated decision than just here's $3,000. Literally, do you remember literally when we talked about why Naomi might dislike Gavin? The example I literally used was he's gonna get rid of a game that isn't as popular for a game that's more popular for more turnover, right? Literally the example that I used. What is our turnover on this game? What is our quarterly earnings on this game? Sure, we bought it for 200, but what do we earn off of it? You could probably buy 15 of those cabinets if you sell it, but is that what we're gonna do? If Gavin's saying take the deal, he sees it as a solid deal. That's true. That's true. Hopefully, he would be the person that knows that. You're not wrong there. You're not wrong there. Gavin does numbers, he'd factor that in. That's the hope. That's the hope. My Chrome is still super broken, which is really funny to me. Yeah, all right. I'd say 3 large is more than fair. It's all yours. What do we get? I quickly pocket the money, feeling vaguely like a thief. The thief will be eating well tonight, mind you. You don't get the money? You want me to get the dolly wheel this old thing out of here for you? But he shakes his head. Absolutely not. I'm leaving the game right where it is. But you bought it? So I can play whenever I want for as long as I want. Provided nobody else is playing, of course. Wouldn't be proper to interrupt someone. But I wouldn't want to take it away from the Funplex. Naomi would cry. We can't have that, right? I guess not. Which leaves the rando hopping mad. To be fair, we'd been kind of ignoring that he exists. What the fuck, man? What kind of arcade is this anyway? Fuck this, I'm going to Deco's Palace. And we just lost a customer, stomping his way out the door. Stomp, stomp, stomp. On the plus side, Naomi won't cry. On the negative side, I just drove a rando out in the cold. That's not true. That is not what I would take from that situation.
What a disagreeable fellow.
Oh, we got voice acting. As for the player, well, he goes right back to playing. Eating pellets, zapping magic ghosts, clearing mazes. With the crisis behind us, I can actually focus on who this gonzo rich guy actually is. He seemed to care about more than just his game. Take it from someone wallowing around in lower tax brackets. The rich can do whatever they want, whenever they want. Fucking pin tweet. And yet, that's not what this guy did. He could have, but he let us keep the game. He just wanted to play, that's all. Welcome back, Sparkle. And why? Because of Naomi. Because of the Funplex. It's a home and a family for the games, for us. Maybe it's best that I sent that rando out the door in favor of this guy. So you know Naomi? He's happy to talk even while playing.
Of course.
Of course, I'm a fun player.
My name's Percy.
Sorry, I wasn't expecting voice acting.
I'd hazard you're our new floor attendant. I was here when Francine seated you behind the desk earlier.
That's me, Matt Cater, Arcade Wrangler.
Well then, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I look forward to getting to know you better.
My score in the top right has been going up that I know you can't really see, but I don't know what controls it, so I'm not worried about it. So you've seriously just been playing Moopy all day?
What can I say? It's my calling. I actually owned a Moopy cabinet once. Had it in my flat, but playing it by myself, all alone in the dark, it's not the same.
I figured his voice would be a bit deeper. Yeah, a little bit. Just a touch. The beeps and boops?
No, those you eventually learn to filter out. I mean, everything. The games, the lights, the kids, the feeling of being in an arcade. I score my best when I'm in real-world conditions. It's all about the emotions, the laughter and the tears, the excitement of competition. I need that swirling chaos of human emotions around me to play at my finest.
Let me know if y'all can hear. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit. Naomi gets that. She keeps Moopy in top condition for the day I eventually land my high score. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it, but like you figure just a touch deeper. What's the current world record then? About 3.5 million. This guy's been standing here since I started working the morning shift, and he's only about 720k into his game. Can't imagine him being in anything but top health condition to try this. Guy's got to have legs made out of carbon fiber and a bladder of tungsten. I just let a few extra lives drain out whenever I need to go pee. Also, he may be psychic. I feel like I should let him get back to his game, but burning questions, they burn like fire. You must have a solid job. If you don't mind me commenting on it, that's a lot of money just to have on your person. What do you do for a living? This and that. He doesn't really seem to care to talk about his work. Not in a guarded way, just less interesting than his current maze. Maybe he's actually the head of an international diamond smuggling ring. They hide the stones inside arcade games. Day trading, or that. Stocks and bonds. Anybody can do it if they have a head for the numbers. It's nothing really important. That's actually very true. Or maybe he's a day trader.
Don't think so.
I don't think people are defined by their work. I know the arcade is home to those who've made their passion into their work, but it's the passion that matters more. I have my passion, same as anyone. I look forward to learning yours as well. When I'm not deep in the middle of a game, I mean. Getting more and more distracted by the game. I should leave it be. I have to do a thing about... thing. Be seeing you, Mr. Cater. Yet another weird encounter in a string of weird encounters. By the end, he sounded more like the high-score junkies you hear about in documentaries. Obsessed, driven, kind of strange. But that's not the impression I had of him from the beginning. He smiled when talking about not splitting up the arcade. There's something more going on here, but well, he's a Funplex regular. There'll be plenty of time to learn more later. I've got work to do. Let's see what to handle next. Well, this last one, which is the large crowd around the Showtime stage. In the distance, I see a number of people gathering, which is surprising considering the first half of my shift was complete and utter solitude. Oh. Stretch out my shoulders really quick. Pardon me. Oh god, and then I hit the map. I hit the mic. Jesus Christ, every time. Every time, hit the mic. All the time. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy to see the crowd, take two. Happy to see that people do come to the arcade, but it's quite the crowd that's assembling. Like, larger than Queen Bee's team was. Rowdier too. This has to be against fire code or some safety protocol. I just want to dance! Speaking as a citizen that enjoys living, having an escape route in case of emergency is necessary. Time to clear the way, pave my own path to safety. This is a different thing. As I approach, I see flashing neon lights accompanied by upbeat Europop drifts. It's an auditory flashback right back to 1980X. I can't help but nod my head to the beat. Pulsating massive people have surrounded Showtime stage, cheering on the current player. The game itself takes up a whole corner of the arcade, requiring a fair amount of space to actually play. Showtime stage is an ultra-modern arcade smash hit. It uses motion tracking sensors hidden behind the colored spotlights to check dance pose accuracy and score your sweet moves. It's pure dance fever. Can you catch the fever, Matt? I had my dance fever shot at the doctor's office earlier this season. My favorite part of DDR was practicing how to play doubles at home, then doing an arcade on a low difficulty and everybody thinking I was a savant at dancing. As the dance ends, one of the players hops down from the stage and immediately starts talking to a young man leaning up against the back wall. You see that, Tio? I got my first AA on Stop the Beat.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, I did. You're doing great. Remember last month you couldn't even pass that song? Totes impressive. I'm gonna keep practicing. One day, maybe even surpass you. Hey, I hope you do. And when you do, you can be the one who brings in new dancers and teach them how to play. As the next song starts, my eyes shift from their conversation to observe the gyrations and intricate limb movements coming from Showtime stage. So it's like DDR plus Just Dance. I feel my head bobbing and my feet tapping. It's a really catchy song, can you blame me? I'm really getting into it when I feel a hand on my shoulder.
Care to dance?
Oh god. How about you? Want to take the spotlight? No. I'm not one for dancing with strangers. You know what dancing leads to? Me falling on my face. Oh, hell yeah. In front of all these people. Either that or one of my customers enjoying a trip to the emergency room with a shattered foot. Nice of them to, like, clean up. That's cool. I'd rather not horribly embarrass myself right now. Let's save that for later.
Bummer.
'Tis a downright shame. You can't blame me for trying. How could I resist to ask a guy such as yourself? You caught my eye the moment you walked over.
Hey, wait. You're new here, right?
Yes, very.
Name's Mateo, but everyone here just calls me Teo.
That's awkward because my name is Matt. Teo's the best. Greatest guy here. Boogie Woogie Rando. He's sort of like our leader, yeah?
Oh, please. I'm nothing, really.
He looks directly into my eyes.
Nothing as special as you.
Y'all.
I just like to show newbies the ropes and teach them how to play. Our community is small, but we're all super close. I think you'd be a perfect addition to our gang.
Yoli wants me to join their gang. I heard about this on the news.
So, what do you say? Play our silly dancing game?
The italics on Super makes us real horny. Yeah. Theo outstretches his arm to me. I'm sorry. Tio outstretches his arm to me, waiting for my hand to grab his. Oh my god, it's anime. Oh, you gotta go for it. You gotta go for it. I wasn't sure about this guy, but Teo's persistence and spirit are damned infectious. Who cares if I mess up horribly, fall down, and crack my skull open? As a kid, I remember stomping around on dance mats, so why not try this 20XX hottest dance game? Even if I technically don't know how to play it yet. Listen, that's not... Without thought, I take his hand. Sure, why not? +1 Teo. As I'm about to step to the stage, an ominous shiver crawls down my spine. I glance over and spot Ashley standing behind the ticket counter. I know I can't see her face behind the mask, but I can totally sense she's glaring daggers my way. It's creeping me out. On second thought, I'm actually supposed to be working right now. I'm the new floor attendant, Matt. Really? But I haven't seen you around here at all. What happened to the other guy? He was actually pretty good at Showtime stage now that I think about it. He's out. I'm in. Currently year 0 of the floor attendant Matt regime.
Hello there.
Well, it's an honor to meet you, Matt. I hope we get to know each other real well. With the fucking... Oh my god, y'all. For someone that loves Showtime stage as much as you do, I haven't actually seen you play yet. True, most of the time during these meetups, I tend to let everyone else play. I go around and make sure everyone's happy and having a blast. But what about you and your feelings? Teo shrugs. My happiness comes from making other people happy. That's all I need in life. Which is all well and good, but I still have to deal with this crowd. How best to handle it? We need to seriously talk about crowd sizes. I know you're having a ball over here, but this crowd is blocking the emergency exit. By law, we have to keep a path present. Can't you let it slide just this once? For me? Nope. If I let it happen once, it's gonna happen all the time. I get it though. Your crew's passionate about the game, and that's a good thing. But a stampede on my first day at work would be bad for everyone involved. Yo, Fion, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. Can you imagine the headlines? Local arcade's floor attendant trampled on first day. Blood everywhere. Very true. I don't want to be checking my social media tomorrow and click the link to your obituary. We totes can't have that. I got this. Luckily, the song that just finished, the song that was being played just finished. Teo jumps on the stage, cups his hands over his mouth. Hey, listen! We need to keep the area to the left of the stage clear. Aw, man, but why? I like my spot. Hey, now, you know the deal. We all have to be cool about fire safety. It's Matt's first day, so let's show him some respect. I see everyone turn around and glare at me. Great, now I'm gonna be known as the party pooper. Because I've had worse reputations in my lifetime. Like that one time I had to close the pool because of that dirty bandage floating in the water. No one would talk to me for a week. I mean, that's a bummer. What's this game about? This is a visual novel about working in an arcade, Fiona. Hey, don't disappoint me, crew. Matt's just doing his job. Reluctantly, the crowd reshuffles itself into a semi-orderly fashion. Yo, Fiona, thank you for the host. As everyone settles into a safer way of watching the game, Teo jumps down and comes back to me. Better? I'm not generally impressed with how Teo can capture his community's attention. They listen to him and have the utmost respect for him. Yeah, actually, much better.
Didn't mean to cause any trouble. Sometimes we just get so caught up in the game, you know? Of course you know.
Yep, big gamer.
Hey, you should still join us later. Maybe when your shift's over. We'll all be here dancing until closing time.
As long as that dancing's within the law, carry on. Officer Matt has been... No, they made me a cop! Fuck! I can't pick those options anymore. I can't pick those options anymore. Ugh. Ugh. I start to walk away ready for my next... They turned me into fucking Spider Cop. I start to walk away ready for my next venture when I remember something I should do. You look away for... Listen, it was the reasonable option. It was just stating what I needed to say. I turn back to Teo. Hey, thanks.
No problem.
So the cop... No! I was able to uphold the safety of the arcade like a model employee. I hate everything that's happening right now. I hate this. I hate all of this. Blitz, hello. But that business sorted out, it's time to leave Showtime stage. The arcade is now at peace. My work here is done. Well, actually, we're a few hours from closing time, so my work isn't quite done, but you know. No, I hate this. I'm so mad. Better save and reload. I'm so at peace. In fact, I don't even notice the underboss of the arcade sliding up behind me. Huh, not a bad first day so far. I've been keeping tabs on you. Well, others have been, and they've been texting me. You know, you should consider getting a proper group chat going. I've got a crappy phone plan. My texts aren't free. A valid point. I'll look into that. He's sliding up behind because you owe him $3,000.
Impressive.
Everyone works out in this game? Yes, Lemon. Everyone in this game is fucking top fitness. I'm impressed with how you handle yourself. I think you're going to work out just fine. Anyway, I prepared your paperwork. If you'd like to go sign it and make sure this working relationship a bit more above board. But how are you doing, Lemon? Thank you for stopping in. So you're staying? Please tell me you're staying. I mean, I fed you at everything. It's true. Francine hasn't fired him yet, right? An adorable nightmare joins the impromptu staff gathering. Matt's off to a great start. Here's to your first day, followed by many more. Everyone's into that dancing game that Cop Matt is trying to police. No! It's not what happened. I mean, it is what happened, but it isn't what I wanted to happen. Don't you two have jobs to attend to? Just order a replacement power supply for Robotron. Nothing left to do for the day. Not many kids around for me to entertain. Finally, a quiet moment. My dream job has been going a mile a minute since I got here. Huh? Is it my dream job? I told Francine I was looking for hope. I've been so used to life dumping all over me, I've come to expect the worst generally. And yet, I can't say the Funplex has dumped on me. It's been hectic at times, a bit too much, but not really in a bad way. Starting to get along with my coworkers. I'm helping people with their problems. Maybe I'm finding the hope I was looking for after all. We've only got a few hours till closing. It's nice and quiet. How about we game a bit? That awesome tweet made it to the GBFB group, and it's got 100 comments, and I've got a headache. Which tweet, Brian? Which tweet? Because, like, he tweets a lot. He tweets a lot. The one about Miles Morales? The one about Spider-Man? You know what? Fuck him. Fuck them. A lot of them are probably like, they should be happy with what they get or some bullshit. That Facebook group has a lot of fucking shitheads in it. Speak for yourself. I still got paperwork to handle. Oh, come on. Don't act like you don't game. Actually, there was Mafia 3 and Infamous 2, and there was GTA San Andreas. Fuck off. Cool. Yeah, the third game in the sequel, the second game in the sequel, and the fourth game in the in the series. The one that... No, I'm sorry. The fourth game in the series, but not the one they called GTA 4. Fuck off. Have you guys noticed the Bon Appetit test kitchen explosion about racism and unequal pay? Yes. Yes, I have, Lemon. I've been watching that fucking pointedly. What are you talking about? Brian, if you want to drop the tweet. So they announced Spider-Man Miles Morales on the PS5 reveal yesterday, but they were not clear on the fact that it's an expansion to a remake of the existing Spider-Man game and not a standalone Spider-Man game featuring Miles Morales. I know your dirty little secret. What? Naomi. You sneak in early each morning to play pinball. Oh, Gavin seems like a pinball guy. You're a pinball wizard. Ah, well, what of it? I bring order to chaos. Pinball is the very expression of that art form. Okay, Gavin's a bit of a... but yeah, I'm glad it's happening, Lemon. I'm happy to see it and sad to hear of it. You know what we should do? Impromptu pinball tourney. The girls are giggling. I find myself smiling right alongside them. All in all, not a bad way to end my first day. End of the first day.
By the way, I've booked a birthday party for this afternoon.
Miles Morales, the one from Spider-Verse? I mean, yes. He's from other things, but yes. The looks of confusion and outright terror on their faces, all laughter dying off immediately, are vaguely concerning. I've never worked in this sort of thing. But even I know the phrase, I've booked a birthday party this afternoon, is terrifying. Call that article we discussed a while back where people were mad about Priya's video about Indian food. I guess it was bubbling to the surface and ready to come out, but good things will come from bad times. Yeah, I think that's definitely the start of that. But yeah, it sounds like it was a very bad thing festering for a long time, and this is what absolutely needed to happen. So
tell you, dears, but I plumb forgot.
It's just not working. Cool. Especially when there's a mascot, they always get terrified. Yeah. Oh my god, can you hear the music? It's Night on Bald Mountain. That's great. Night on Bald Mountain here is perfect. Yeah, there's gonna be a birthday party. A birthday party. How old are the kids, may I ask? It's her 5th birthday. Oh, to be young again. 5-year-olds. Naomi starts pulling at her hair, eyes wide and trembling. Throwing ski balls overhand into the glass, jumping up and down on pinball machines, putting chewing gum into coin slots. If I see anybody doing that, I would kick the shit out of them. Even if they're 5-year-olds, that's when you just huck them. No, like, no! You just throwing them. You just throw them in the ball pit. You just throw them in the ball pit. Yes, sir. Listen! Oh my god, I was gonna say they're breaking property, but fucking shit. They're 5-year-olds. They're not protesters. They're just fucking kids. They're just little fucking kids. Ugh. Pulling my costume, tearing pieces off of it. Look, they're destroying. God fucking. This isn't fair. This isn't fair. We're talking about children. We survived kids' birthday parties before. This sucks. This sucks. Ugh.
Well, I'd hate to get in the way of all the fun. Yep, it's time for my afternoon nap anyway.
I just wanted to joke, not poke at the thin veneer of civility.
Have fun, dears.
Battle stations, everyone. I'll take ticket desks so I can oversee operations. Ashley, greet the kids. Naomi, watch for hardware damage. Matt, roaming duty. Look for trouble. Do what you can. Prepare yourselves. Throws his hands up and walks out of the room. They're coming. Okay, we're gonna save. Like an oncoming tidal wave, the rumble is felt before it is seen. Let's make a hard save. Let's make a hard save right here. Parents pulling into the parking lot, minivans disengorging kindergartners, and suddenly, oh god, that's so scary. Oh, I'm terrified. There's a good follow-up about the Spider-Man idea I sent you. That's the greatest depiction I've ever seen. This is, oh god. An explosion of small humans rushes the doors, bursting into the arcade before scattering every which way. Even before any of them can get tokens, they're grabbing at joysticks, mashing buttons, eager to get their game on or even pretend to be playing. Crew assembles battle stations. Naomi by the fragile pinball machines, Ashley near the door trying to distract the incoming kids to greet them. Gavin, armed with pre-stacked $10 rolls of tokens, quickly exchanges them with the adults. Beats waiting in line at the change machine. Oh. I thought he was saying someone named Beats is waiting in line at the change machine. I was like, who is this person? As for the programmers, well, Queen Bee and Teo's friends bolt for the exit, abandoning them. Keen on getting out ahead of the splurge of kitties, I guess. It's all well and good, but I've got no idea where I'm supposed to be. Roaming duty, Gavin said. Look for trouble, Gavin said. I mean, I was doing that before, but now the chaos is multiplied. For a few minutes, I'm like a pinball being bounced around. Like that frog trying to cross the highway of traffic. Written by Mandy Myers with the title We're Better Than This. Dang, that Polygon article sounds like it's good stuff. Reminds me of the time you had to stay at your sister's birthday party and all her friends were just, yikes. Making a mess pizza on the ground. What? Eventually, I spot 3 possible problems on the rise, and Matt, professional floor attendant, is ready to attend to them. Which one of these should I tackle first, though? I may not be able to deal with all of them in time. Oh, no. An angry adult shouting at a kid. That's the thing you solve first. Fast Cars 5. Shouting adults and crying children are never particularly good signs, and I hope that beyond hope I can take this on. I shake this discomfort off. Now's not the time to doubt myself. I need to find out what's going on, and stat. Get closer to the revving engines. I see a grown woman berate a cowering boy. Yeah, see, that's not good.
I did it.
Admit it, you know what you did, you brat. Well, they don't look related. You manipulated my precious son to put his tokens in your game. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm sorry. Children like you are the absolute worst. Garbage. No, hold on. Ma'am, keep your voice down. There's no need to shout at a child, no less. Fucking Karen. What's going on here? This jerk of a boy told my Swedish Beyond Sweet Josh that he should put in his own tokens into the racing machine so he could play it for free. Someone replies, Ash, the real question is, did they kill off all the black hairs again for the sake of character development? And Manny replies, I can't respond to this because of embargo. However, imagine what my response would be. Ugh. Josh earned those tokens with his own allowance, and I won't let some devil child steal his money. Let's take a moment to calm down, okay? Before I can spot anything else, I spot Queen Bee and Teo out of the corner of my eye. Queen Bee looks infuriated, and Teo's buried his face in his hand. Actually, now that I stop and think about it, they might have some insight. The racing games are right next to the Showtime stage. Teo probably had a good vantage point of the whole thing if he was dancing on stage. I just got an email that I want to poke at. And just by the way, Queen Bee's brows are furrowed. I can tell something's not sitting right with her. I could ask one of them for their help. Oh, I could try to solve this one by myself. The kid's wearing a collared shirt. No way he manipulated anybody. Can I ask a weird question? Why does this kid have such defined collarbones? Why does this kid have such defined collarbones? It's an email about boyfriend dungeon. Just make this game, just make this thing gayer. Hell yeah. Every artist maxes out skinny. I have met people that just have like freaking crazy collarbones. It's just a weird detail to just be like, this kid's gonna have big old collarbones. I'm gonna ask Teo if he saw something. Not because I don't think Queen Bee could handle the situation, but also I feel like Queen Bee is more about feelings as far as like Teo saw what happened. Detective Matt is on the case. Fuck off. Teo was right next to action where it went down. I decided to check in with him. Ma'am, I know you're upset right now, but if you please stop shouting, we can get this all settled. Teo, I refuse to calm down until this child has been appropriately punished. Fucking... It's such disrespect to be tolerated in this arcade is appalling. I gotta fucking... Work it. I didn't pick it. I'm gonna give you the worst online reviews. Teo jumps down from the stage, approaches the shouting woman. He puts his hands up.
Sheesh.
Simmer down, simmer down. Hang on, don't talk to her. Talk to me. Teo, by all means, elaborate. Walks right past us and up to the 5 cars game. He casually stumps in the driver's seat and the motions for us to come near. Let me show you about something. Teo posts to the car console. It's got a wheel, which is fantastic and totally necessary for a driving game. Pedals, gear shift, and stow on. People are so stylish in this game, even the angry mom. Oh, everybody in this game looks great. But the feature Teo draws our attention to are the 2 coin slots, which are vertically stacked, one on top of the other. Oh, that's not a good way to do that. Okay, so this is where you drop your tokens in to play the game. However, do you see how it's practically in the middle of these 2 identical consoles? Which game does the top slot belong to? The right hand or the left hand game? Left. That's what I would assume. It's obviously the left one, right? I mean, correct? Of course not, fool. It's the right one.
Exactly.
Matt is correct. Suck it, Karen. What? Preposterous. See, these import games can be confusing. I'm sure your son just put his token in the wrong slot. Common mistake, really. Happens all the time. Considering how confused I was, I could see how a small child would be just as, if not more, confused. Honestly, mine was just a lucky guess. Nah, I knew it. Because I've played those games. I give Teo a grateful look, happy that the crisis has been dealt with. The frustrated customer would undoubtedly apologize for yelling at that boy now. I'm going to read that. I'm going to read that sentence again. The frustrated customer would undoubtedly apologize for yelling at that boy now. Quick poll in chat. Who thinks that's what's actually going to happen? Who thinks that's what's actually going to happen? Like... Can you do a poll 1 sec? Yeah, go ahead, Brian. Just real quick, because I gotta go to lunch as soon as we do this anyway. So let's, as soon as we finish this scene, I'm gonna go to lunch. She would never apologize. All right, polls up. Who thinks that's actually going to happen? Don't rush the democratic process. Fucking. All right, and then I'm going to close the poll. So I'm surprised by the results, right? So I'm surprised by the results. Especially her face. I mean, the animation based off of a visual novel, the way visual novels are programmed, John, her face wouldn't change until the next screen. You spent 69 Bulba bucks to add more votes? Hell yeah. Yeah. So like, you're not wrong, John, but you know, there would be a change in animation after that. Whoop whoop, always a good option. Oh. Beep beep, I'm a sheep. Thank you so much for the follow. All right. Twitchy John contributed 800 channel points. Yeah, so 21 votes of nah. 21 votes of nah with 5 votes whoop whoop and 0 votes of yeah, which feels about right. Let's see how this goes. How dare you imply my Price is Joss was wrong? There it is. Hey. Crushed it. Reminds me of how your mom says this video called someone else a Karen. Try not to say anything. I can't believe the gall of some people. Josh, get over here. We're leaving this horrible arcade right now. All right, have a good fucking time. Well, didn't see that one coming. Jeff Griffin says, not making it clear that it's an expansion stacked on a remaster is a pretty deceptive way to reveal a thing. And someone replied, they really stepped in a puddle there. That's really good. That's fuck. The woman scoops up her child and storms out the front door. I don't think we'll see her or her son anymore. And frankly, I'm cool with that. Once they're gone, Tia looks back to me from the driver's seat and shrugs. There's just no pleasing some people. I feel sorry for her son. That's no way to treat a kid. Teo's sprightly and happy demeanor shifted slightly, eyes glazed over as he looks into the distance. I haven't seen Teo act like this before. He just looks so upset. I wonder if I should check in with him. You feeling okay? I know it's really none of my business, but I should make sure Teo's okay. It feels like we can really empathize with this kid's plight. Hey, everything all right? You need anything? After pausing for a minute, the fire returns behind his eyes. Yeah, I'll be okay. Just reminded me how I'd get treated by teachers, notably. I'd space out in class, daydreaming, and they'd rake me over the coals for just assert authority. Total overkill. Bummer. Really bums me out to see adults mistreat kids that way, you know? I like to treat people with respect, even when they're in the wrong. Like you saw just now with that woman. I appreciate you taking some time to ask me, you know? Shows you got respect, too, and empathy. You're a kind person, Matt, like I said. But I'm not that important. You should make sure that kid's safe and sound. I got 2 different Teo +1s. 2 different Teo +1s.
Catch you later.
Like that emote? It's pretty cute. Yeah, it's pretty cute. Altaria, yeah? Head back to Showtime stage. Holla if you need anything. Do people still go to arcades? There's not a lot of arcades left, Fiona. After poking around a bit, I managed to find a kid, still shaking up for the whole ordeal. Hey, sorry about all that. Are you gonna be okay? I think so. I swear I didn't do anything. The other kid, he just came up out of nowhere and dropped his coin in my slot. After I lost, I got off the game and offered it to him. He just ran away. Then that woman approached you and started yelling. Uh-huh. Well, if it's any consolation, the bad lady's gone. I don't think she's ever gonna come back. The boy, cheeks still streaked with tears, lets a smile spread on his face. And tell that nice man thanks for sticking up for me, too. I nod, and the boy scurries off to rejoin some of his other friends. Dave & Buster's the only one you know. Yeah, that's basically it, and that's not really an arcade. Like, it kind of is, but... You're like, Jazz? Jazz is alright. Right, that's sorted out. Dave & Buster's is cool. Like, Dave & Buster's is fine, but, you know, it's not an arcade. They closed all the arcades in Toronto seemingly all the same year, then multiple arcade bars opened up, then Cineplex opened basically their own Dave & Buster's. Yeah, a lot of places are doing barcades because they do a bit more, they do a bit better. Dave & Buster's is an arcade the same way McDonald's sells food. Shit. All right. A little girl crying over her stolen tickets, which is kind of the front runner for me. 2 kids fighting over a box of cupcakes. That's just 2 kids fighting over cupcakes. Fucking, they can deal. But all right, we're gonna do a save. We're gonna do a save, and we will have to return to this story later. So, for those of you that came in a little bit later, first of all, thank you for being here. Pseudo, thank you for showing up, my friend. I am going to lunch. I'm going to lunch. This is lunchtime. And when I get back, we are shifting games. We are shifting games. We are going to be playing Night Call, which is a game I got on Humble a little bit ago. Looks really good. So we'll be playing that after lunch. I think everybody's really enjoying Arcade Spirits. Part of this like Pride Showcase thing is just getting to play a bunch of games and show them off a little bit. If you're interested in this game, if you want to check it out yourself, this game is in the itch bundle that's going right now, the itch bundle for racial justice and equality. It is almost 1,700 items. So if you're interested, it is a minimum of $5. Please pay more. Pay as much as you can. You know, it is for a very good cause. There is so much stuff in there. So if you can afford it, obviously don't put yourself out. Don't put yourself out if you can, but you know, give what you can. So yeah, when I get back, we'll be playing Night Call, which is a completely different game. This game, we could not be further from this game. You love Arcade Spirits, super recommended. I'm really enjoying it. Solid art, solid dialogue. Like everything about it is super good. So we will more than likely come back to this later on. But yeah, so I'm gonna go to lunch. I'll be back in just about. Hey, beep, relax. Okay, relax. I'm literally gonna go to lunch, and I'll drink water when I'm at lunch. Calm your whole self. All right, friend? Cool, thank you. So yeah, I'll be back in just about a half hour, and then we will jump into Night Call for the rest of the stream. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. While I'm on break, get up, take a stretch, drink some water, eat some food, do whatever you want to do. There'll be a timer on screen if you're unsure of when I'll be back, but it'll be just about half an hour. All right, beep. Let's take a breather, okay? Let's take a breather. But yeah, oh, I opened that by mistake. But yeah, I'll be back in just about a half hour, and I'll put on some. I'm gonna go to the idle screen. I'm gonna close the game and put on some music over the break, and then I'll be all set. So.